And just like that, the song is over. Anyone remember what stage that is? Anyone who doesn't know what stage that is, you're banned. I'm just kidding. You're not banned. You're allowed. You're allowed. You're uncultured, but you're allowed here. It's also funny because, like, I wouldn't be able to really remember the names off the top of my head. I'm terrible with names. Gotcha. Anyways. Good morning, afternoon. Just kidding. It's not morning, it's afternoon. Haha. Good afternoon. This is not usually the time I go live, so I'm surprised to see so many biggas in the chat. Look at you all. You still found me, even though I could barely find myself. Lost my back end. The highway stage, I think, is Spark Mandrill. Nice try, though. Spark Mandrill. It's, yes, it's X. Mega Man X has a lot of bops. I mean, I still love the original Mega Mans, but there's just, I feel like they really hit their stride with X. So, you know, X, X2, X, onwards. I feel like there's a lot to talk about. Canadians lost hockey. You know, that's apparently a big deal. What else happened? Like, frick. It's a busy weekend. You know, Mexico is... What the heck is going on? Why are you barking? Atlas, you got something to say? What else? Mexico is on fire. What else happened this weekend? Eh? Two is still goat. Such a bot for such an easy boss. Yeah, some of those, yeah. I was in withdrawal, like Ricky Stanicky biting my wallet for 2 hours. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. Anxiety with the two. How dare you make me worry? Take my money now. Yeah, I took a little day off. I don't know. I don't know. What are you gonna do? Life's a beach. Maple Monkeys lost at their own sport. I mean, it's not the first time that they've lost. You know, they've lost to the Czech Republic before, too. They stinky. I just don't know why it's, like, such a big deal. Someone's got to win. I just saw so much, like, discourse about it online. And then I saw some people melting down over the fact that there was, like, a image of a bald eagle, like, eating a goose or something. You know? Like, you realize that you can just eat those fucking birds? I've eaten Canadian goose before. It's not a big deal. I think I was just more in shock over how personal people were taking it. I've never been so attached to sports that I care that much. And there's like something to be said about being a sore loser and also a sore winner. And I was kind of just like, whew, this is weird. Weird. I miss the days when people could just be like, congratulations and stuff. Like, where's the congratulations? And like, you know, good game. Well played. Frick. How dare you? A bald eagle landed on the pole with the Canadian flag. I saw that too. And again, people losing their minds. It's like, dude, I'm Canadian. I just don't feel that strongly about it either way. I'm like, I don't know, man. It's not so much the sport people seem to be caring about. It's the nations being represented. I think what I don't like about it is like, it's doing that thing again where it's like, why are people trying to divide or put a wedge between Canada and the United States? Like, we've been partners for a long time and I just don't buy it. You know, my brother's in the Canadian military and like I know a lot of people on either side and like everyone's friendly, and then you go online and you'd think that there's like some sort of problem. It's weird. It's weird. The terminally online strike again. No sportsmanship. Yeah. Like, I'm like, what the hell is going on? And like, not to out my people. I say that they're not very nice driving Toronto and stuff, but like, I saw some people saying congratulations and stuff, but I saw a lot of sore losers. I was like, jeez, what's going on here? I just don't feel like any other Olympics has been this crazy. It's not like Canada takes the gold in hockey every Olympic. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand why this matters so much. But like I logged on to X this morning and I was like, holy moly. Like, you'd think like someone died. People just make up shit, like you said before. They just make shit up for no fucking reason. Yes. Oh my God. Those pictures came to be because a white liberal Canadian woman started it by showing a bald eagle being stomped. What is going on, man? Ugh, what is going on? Yeah, it's just so weird. I just was like, I don't know. Like, I'm the type of person, like, if I lost at a sport, I shake the other person's hand and you say congratulations. I was on sports teams growing up. I was on volleyball, basketball. And at the end of the game, regardless of who won, you go by the net or you go by the middle of the court. Then you either high five or shake the other team and you do a walking line and you say congratulations. I don't know what the fuck happened that elementary school students could act like bigger adults, but it is what it is. I think I was just more like, again, like I think I was just more sad just seeing people like freak out over something that, like, were you on the ice playing the game? Why do you care? I couldn't stand all the tall during the 2012 Olympics when the fucking swimmers and the gymnasts become cockier than they ever needed to be. So weird. Another thing, I saw the female figure skater has somehow, it's like there's controversy there. The gold and the leftists are saying, oh, why are the right wing rooting for her? She's woke. It's so stupid because it's like, I'm just rooting for the country. Everyone's so, oh no, I'm going to sneeze. I don't want you guys to hear it. No, I stopped the sneeze halfway through. Denied. Denied. The US anthem was booed. I had no idea. I didn't even watch it. That's fucking disgusting, though. Disgusting. Disgusting. What are we doing? What are we doing? Shame. Shame, shame. Stop it. Stop it. I'm tired of this fucking... And it's always... I bet at the bottom of it, there's insane leftists. I'm so tired of them ruining things. I'm so tired of them trying to ruin relationships. What is this? You know, there's no one else like again, it's not all leftists. You guys know I'm left leaning, but like, what is it with these like follow policing? You can't be friends with them. You can't follow them. They don't think the same way my brain does. Don't let me catch you following them. Whoever the fuck this person is, like with like 300 followers telling you not to follow someone, you know? I'm so tired of it. And I feel like they're the ones creating this like these tensions that don't actually exist. Like if you actually are just walking around as a normal fucking person, no one feels this way, you know? No one feels this way. It's weird. The new devil are the eternal leftists. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. Hello, pink cat. Hello, fat cat tuxedo. But yeah, I just want the temperature to go down, but you can't because they're all nuts. The ones that are raising the temperature are the nuts ones, and they're trying to speak out for the rational people. I mean, like, look what happened to Shoe on Head over her video. People are like, you can't be left-leaning now because you're clearly right. Oh, leftist my ass. I'm sorry, I didn't realize that just because you identify as one thing, you can't fucking critique it. Because it deserves critique, you know? I'm so tired of it. And it's like, it's only like on the left. I never see people on the right being like, I better not see you following Shoe on Head. If I catch you following Shoe on Head, I will unfollow you. No one should, you know, like no one does that. On the left though, holy fuck, don't follow Powder. You better not catch you following Powder, you know? But then they'll say nothing about fucking, what's her name? Lucy. Oh my God, it's so weird. Everything's so weird. I'm so tired of it. My daughter says grrr is how dinosaurs say I love you. That's cute. My niece is in that phase of she likes to pretend she's a dinosaur or some sort of monster. She's like 3. Sure, yeah. She's turned 3. But she likes to put her hands up and go, rah! It's really fucking cute. Really fucking cute. When she does it, I pick her up. I mean, when I'm around, but like when I'm on video call, obviously I can't. Hero, it's like the old saying goes, left thinks you're evil and the right just thinks you're stupid. Yeah. Yeah, and again, I'm tired of these people talking for the whole party. And I'm tired of like, again, they're like fighting their own best interest. They're like, I feel like there's a lot of examples of this, but again, like when they were marching to protect the fraud in Minnesota, and it's like, you guys realize that you guys are protecting the fraud that's raiding the very programs you apparently care about. These programs that were meant for Americans, all the money is going to Somalia and you're fucking protecting that. You goddamn idiots. Raise your hand and smack yourself with it. Like, you idiots. You idiots. You clearly don't care about anything but yourself and like what you think is good. Exactly, Blue. You tired of it too? Crazy husky. Here, let's look at this Shoe on Head stuff. Crazy. Just crazy. I think it's entertaining. I don't. Because at the end of the day, like, this is how people die. Like, this is how people like Charlie Kirk got murdered. Like, it's because tensions got so high. They were just words. He wasn't actually hurting anyone, but these fucking idiots that get so hyped up over an idea, you know? And then there was so many people celebrating it. I think this needs to stop. I don't think it's funny. You know, I think you can go over it and go by a person basis and say, like, this person's fucking dumb and you can laugh. But on the whole, it's gotten ridiculous. It's gotten ridiculous, and my husky wants outside, even though he was just outside. But he calls the shots. All right. Yeah, he was just talking. Labeling everything has been detrimental to our society. Yes. And again, like, I come from the 90s and early 2000s where it's like people didn't even fucking care who you voted for. It was kind of like faux pas to even say who you voted for. At least in my household it was. Like, my parents were always like, I'm not telling you who I voted for. Make your own decisions, you know? Like, and also my parents voted either way. Like, you know what I mean? Like, my dad would vote right or left kind of thing, and my mom was always left. So, like, fuck. Who cares? Who cares? It's such a minuscule part of your life, too. Like, yeah, it changes everything in a way, but it's a 50-50 choice at the end of the day. Like, even in Canada, it's always, like, the two parties that win. NDP only won once, like Jack Layton. I miss 1996. I just miss the simplicity of people getting along, and if someone was bad and evil, we all were like, fuck this person. And now there's like a bunch of leftist judges like letting criminals out on the streets because they say like one boo-hoo story, and they're like, oh, you're not so bad if they can get emotional over this, and then they go out and then commit a crime again. Shock. What a shock. Hey, Pink Cat, you did good on the Akko show. It was fun. I was pretty drunk. I drank a whole bottle of wine. I feel like I ranted a lot. I feel like I was too angry. So I'm glad someone liked it. I reflected on myself after that show, and I was like, what the fuck is wrong with me? Just followed. I miss the 90s so much. My dad's dad was a lifelong Republican, and my dad was a hippie. And they still loved each other, I bet. And they still loved each other. Again, my family's pretty diverse. Like, I've got one super left-leaning brother, I got one super right-leaning brother, and I'm kind of just like a centrist at this point. Like, I lean left, but I'm telling you now, I would never vote for this Democratic Party that doesn't condemn the weirdness that's going on. I'm seeing sunny days, kind of kid skating using fisheye lenses. It was a good stream. Ah! But yeah. You were ranting. Excellent. Nyanus equals the Pink Cat. You sure it's not It's a Gundam? The whole bottle? The whole bottle. I can drink a whole bottle of wine. I could keep going, too. It's bad. I'm bad. I try not to drink too often, but it was a weekend. It was a weekend. Hit the like button. Let me see what I got here. In my booch marks. Here, there we go. Talking about the insanity. Like, there needs to be a place for people like this. This is how I feel about, like, actual criminals. Like, some of these criminals you hear that, like, hurt children. Like, that guy that stabbed a 6-year-old boy in the back of the head and was released, like, 6 years later. That's how I feel about him, that whatever I'm just about to show you. But, like, this is not normal. Like, this is not normal, and it's also not safe because she's driving. I have a lot of critique on this here. One second, let me bring it up. Let me bring it up for you. Yeah, so here as a leftist, despite me being a leftist, why I will never vote for Democrats, because again, I don't see enough political leaders shutting this shit down.
Here's the thing, I don't want impeachment. I don't want them to serve time. I want them taken into the city town square, hung from their ankles, and got them.
Like, you should not be driving right now. You are not in an emotional state to be driving, period. I'm so tired of people treating cars like they're not thousands of pounds and just rolling death machines. Like, you're clearly not paying attention if you have this thing filming. Sorry, Atlas, here you go. I have to let my dogs out. I have so many dogs. You're clearly not paying attention if you could hit go live on your phone and you're fucking screaming like this. It's disgusting. On top of what she's saying.
I'm going to jail!
Take her fucking license away. Like, this is insanity. Insanity. I'm so tired of seeing people driving and filming themselves too. I want there to start being charges where they go backwards and they look at these things and they charge them for distracted driving. Even on Twitch, I'm fucking sick and tired of Twitch going after people for nothing. Oh, you didn't aggregate your chats into separate chats. Dude, there's people doing driving streams constantly on your website. That should be illegal. You're not paying attention. There's no world in which you're paying attention. It's crazy. Crazy. But anyways, that's just how I feel. Totally guilty of road rage, full confession. But I'm from AZ, so it's okay. Look how red her face becomes. Yeah.
Here's the thing.
Like a cherry. Like, what are you doing? Make all cars manual again and this behavior would fall like a rock. Yes. I agree. It's way too easy to operate these modern electronic boxes, and they're way heavier too. Back when cars were standard shift, they were also lighter because there was like less electronics in them as well. I mean, you still, in newer cars, even though a lot of them have stopped making standard shift, they're heavier, but you know, electronics came in and we reduced the difficulty, and now people are just gone nuts. It's also not a sane thing to say. Yeah, there's so much to say about this clip. This person definitely doesn't have mental issues. Oh, no. Yeah, definitely just normal. Hello. Hi, turducken. This person is totally sane. This is why Naina's made a video 8 months ago called Twitch is dying and it's their own fault. One day I'll make another video. I don't know why I'm like this. Terrible. Worst content creator. Yet, all you biggas still come here anyways. Ayo. Ayo. Oh, I clicked on the wrong button. If it's an electric car, it's also a higher fire and exploding hazard, yeah. Oh, you want to see some cringe? You know what? Let's do a little palate cleanse. This is some old school internet cringe to me. Here you go. This one's for you guys. A little treat before we keep going.
Sick of fighting. I'm leaving.
You're not going anywhere, darling.
Calm down. Stop. I'm too protective.
Don't make this difficult. Who's my little waifu?
Me.
Good girl.
Who's-
Now, come on.
Who's my little waifu?
Sick of fighting. I'm leaving.
Who's
You're
my
not
little
going
waifu? Oh,
anywhere,
sorry, my
darling.
dog's barking. I'm gonna have to leave this on loop.
Too protective.
Who's my little waifu?
Don't make this difficult. Who's my little waifu?
Me.
And Atlas.
Good girl. Now, come on.
Sick of fighting. I'm leaving.
That's what he does. He just
You're
my
not
little
going
autistic
anywhere,
dog.
darling.
Calm down. Stop. I'm too protective.
Don't make this difficult. Who's my little waifu?
Me.
Me. Who's my little waifu? Me.
Good girl.
You've never seen this, and now you've seen it 3 to 4 times.
Now, come on.
Yes. Yes. Who's my little waifu? I am me. The cringe, it goes hard. Sometimes when I feel down on myself because I feel like I've cringed myself out, like after Akko's stream, I watch things like this, and I'm like, you know what? It ain't so bad. Hey, you know what? It ain't so bad. At least I'm not doing shit like this. I'm glad I got headphones. Get this lonely woman off my screen. What the fuck did I just join in on? Who's my little waifu? Me. Diabolical. Does anyone have extra bleach? Here's this. This is a fun one. This is a great way to tell women. I saw this today when I logged into X. Just this little tweet. It's nothing more. I don't even know who this fucking account is. Look at the terrible advice they have out there. Ladies, you cannot, and I mean cannot, like him more than he likes you. This is how women are able to leave after, you know, a man helps them through their, like, cancer, you know, and helps them get a platform. And then they leave them. Because this is the advice out there floating for women. I'm glad it doesn't have many interactions, but I was like, why the hell is this on my front page? I didn't even make a response to it. I just bookmarked it. Like, what does this even mean? Uh-oh, anus's fake sex sounds. Am I? Oh my God. I don't even notice I'm doing it. I try not to be very horny online. Like, I'm married, you know? There's like other streamers who are single that can make like sexual jokes all the time. I generally just stay away from them. Not that I don't have them. And it's not that you know, it's just like I'm not trying to attract that audience because I'm married. I'm a married woman. Is that what husbanus does to your rig? Single women keeping women single. That's what it's like. It's like you're the emotional gender. I'm sorry. I might have been raised by my dad and I might have a lot of male tendencies, but at the end of the days, like, I'm fucking emotional. It comes with the territory. Of course and again too, I'm of the opinion that a healthy relationship, you're both trying to be the 60%, you know? You do like him more than he likes you and vice versa. Like, you should, like, it should be like you're both trying to outdo each other, you know? I know you're married all too well. And again, because imagine though, you're not the first one to say it. And I've noticed, like, sometimes I say I'm married and I lose subs, but like, I'd rather be honest.
Yeah, baby,
I would just rather be honest because I really do want people to find love. Like, and I don't think you're going to find love by fawning over a streamer who's never going to date you. You know, like, I would hate to waste your time. I've been cheated on. Like, I would never do that to someone. And I think emotional cheating is no different than cheating. And I don't believe it so much that I'm going to chase other streamers that are like extra lewd, you know, but it does make me notice, like, when they're being, like, say, hypocritical, you know, like the Lucy Pyre situation recently with Powder. Like, I completely disagree there because it's like, how are you going to tell Powder not to do political content when, like, you literally, like, moan and whine and, like, in the clip, there's, like, I don't know how many people saw it. She, like, stretches and goes, ah, oh, stretching is just like having an orgasm on stream. It's just like, holy crap, man. I just know that there's people out there with, like, social cue problems and they don't understand, like, what their chances are. Like, there are people out there that are desperate and lonely. And it sickens me when I see content like this, but I never follow police them. I'm never, like, in her comment section or bringing her up, like, you shouldn't be doing that. But I'm only bringing it up now because, like, look at the fucking hypocrisy. Like, what are you doing here, girl? Like, why would you do that? You know? I mean, I think it's disgusting that you try to lead men on. And she's likely in a relationship. So, like, you know, fuck. It's just gross. We're in a gross era. And it's like, it just makes money. Like, you think people talking about politics is grifting? Dude, grifting your fucking tits to get into men's wallets is grifting. It's just one of the oldest professions. Except you don't even have to solicit your body. You can just moan into a camera. And there's guaranteed to be a sad, desperate man out there that enjoys it. And I don't think that's healthy. And I think you're promoting a very unhealthy mindset that has taken over, you know? There's tons of people that are, like, way too addicted to porn. There's people that are, like, just unable to control themselves. But again, that's just my Catholic take. Like, I don't think, if you want to watch porn and stuff, I just hope that you do it with moderation. And if you are in a relationship with someone, choose them before you choose porn. That's it. Like, you know? Lewd tubing is cringe as hell. Yeah. Again, too, just because you can't see the people on the other side of the screen, you know? And I just feel like I've met people in my life that just don't get social cues or just, like, they're just hopeless romantics. And I know there's a huge subset of men that are just infatuated with people. And it's like, I don't blame them, but I don't think it's going to help by leading them on. Like, I want people to go out and find people, find real people. If you're donating to a streamer or watching a streamer because you think you have a chance or you're in love with them, that's bad. That's bad. You should not love your streamer like that. And if you do, you need to take some time away because it's not healthy. That's not a healthy mindset. But I don't know. I resent the sad man part. Wait, no, never mind. Accurate. I don't say it to hurt feelings, but like there's a loneliness epidemic across the board. People aren't having children. Like there's a lot going on. And I think it's a multifaceted problem. And this is part of the problem. And it's just, it's very high and mighty for her to tell people not to do politics when you're out there shaking your little anime tits and moaning. Like, how are you better? Like, I don't understand the grandstanding. And I've never talked about this before. I'm only bringing it up because it's so fucking hypocritical. So fucking hypocritical. You know? Don't throw bricks from glass houses. Not that parasocial, mate. And again, too, you don't think I realized, dude, if I all day long pretended my husband wasn't there, of course, I could get a bigger audience. But I would feel like a piece of shit. At the end of the day, I would just feel like a piece of shit. I don't know. I go to touch grass in metal daily without fail. Don't love your streamer. Ninus hates us! I mean, just don't love them like that, you know? Shankatsu with the 50 Ps just made me think of eating corn, to be honest. Yeah, again, weird virtue signaling type shit. Like, you know, like it's just, where's the whole thing? I don't think you can even watch it anymore on Powder's link. Because it's been watched too many times. Unable to play this video, a number of allowed playbacks has been exceeded. Can I download? I think the problem is everybody stays home watching Netflix and playing video games. No one goes out to do anything. It's too expensive too, though. There was a good post by Camelot the other... While this downloads, let me pull that up. There was a good post by Camelot the other day, and he was just talking about like going out for wings and how expensive that's become. It's like you can't even go to the bar and like find people because like people are so screwed. Well, I mean, because he's talking about people aren't drinking. It doesn't really matter to me about the drinking, but I think there's a truth here in just the cost of everything going like astronomically high, and it's not like the quality's any better. Camelcast. People keep asking, confused as to why Gen Z isn't drinking as much as previous gen. Go get yourself, you can test this, go get a restaurant and order a beer, get yourself a sandwich or similar, drink a couple beers, now look at your bill. That's why. I used to go to the wing joint, grab 12 wings, a few drinks, and some fried pickles. It was $30. That's around $90 now, $140 if someone's with me. And I can agree to that. I used to go out for wings once in a while when I was in college, but they always had like a wing night. You know, you could get some beer, some wings. It's like $20, $25 and you're out the door. That doesn't exist anymore. That doesn't exist. Why is Ninus crashing out on Powder? I don't know if I'm crashing out. And it's not on Powder. It's on Lucy. On Lucy for like, why are you... Like, why throw bricks at frickin' someone that had nothing to do with you? I don't know why Lucy took a stance on Powder to begin with.
Ew, yucky, ew. I'm free for now. Did wife?
That's how I feel when people do this type of shit to men. I feel it's yucky, ew. You know? Like, I don't know. I don't care. How do I share this? Oh yeah, it doesn't, I know. It doesn't like, it likes only VLC for whatever reason. It doesn't want to see this. Fuck off with the good news. I'm in a mood today. Let me be who I want to be. God damn it. I don't want good news. I had a bad day, but I'm all right now. I had a bad weekend, and I feel like ranting. I'm sorry. This is not a happy place right now. And I'm like, I'd rather not talk about myself, so I'm going to take it out on other things. Like punching a speedball, but in my brain. Shit, sorry, Ninus. It's all right. I'm not mad. I'm just saying, like, I'm sorry. Like, I just don't feel like going over good news today because I'm not in a good mood. And like this, I'm like a man. I just want to hit something. Ah! So again, I'll just take it out on hypocrites. Look at that. She's not even going to read me. Proves my and her point. Shit. You are a man. It's true. in a lot of ways. Your man. My tummy hurts. Don't Lucy and Powder look kind of similar? Yeah. I think that's kind of like the funny part of the whole thing. You had a bad weekend? Crap, I'm sorry. It's all right. I think everyone has bad days, right? Man, hands, anus, that's me. Burn it down! Burn it down. Yeah, so people who are like unfamiliar with what was going on, it was basically like out of nowhere. Lucy said this, and Powder basically was just like made a post being like, wow, I can't believe she would say this, you know, because, you know, what are you doing? And I made a post about that. I guess we should lead with that before we get into the rest of it, huh? Where is it? There was this. This is the original shebang. I've had a bad 26 so far. I feel like a lot of people are in a weird, anxious rut. Things are very expensive. You know, things are bleak. People aren't having kids. It's so expensive to have kids. Powder's a VTuber. I don't know who Lucy is. It's probably for the best. Lucy is a VTuber as well. Again, too, like, I don't hate either of these streamers. I don't even hate Lucy. I just, like, no different than if, like, someone made a fucking dumb mistake and you want to critique them. Like, this is a critique. Like, don't take it the wrong way. I'm not so angry that, like, I want to do, like, I don't care. Like, this is her platform. She can do what she wants. But it's just, like, how could you tell someone not to talk about politics when, like, your whole MO is, like, basically being, like, a softcore pornography channel? Like, it's so weird. Like, children could be watching your content. Do you actually follow police? Do you make sure that accounts that are, you know, people that are under 18 aren't watching your stuff? I doubt it. Because you can't. Because you just, even when people had that whole thing against Nux Taku about someone in his Discord being underage, it's like, you don't think that people don't just skirt age verification and they just, you know, even if it says on my YouTube stats that the person's 18 or 21, are they really? I don't know. You can never really know. You know, so you have to take with a grain of salt if you create sexual adjacent content on a thing like Twitch that children are going to see it. You know, and if you don't care about that, then fuck it. Like, who are you to tell anyone what to do? Look at my super chats. I'm sorry. So I do get to my super chats eventually. I'm sorry. Like, I do try, like, I also want to be clippable. I'm starting to notice sometimes that I have a really hard time finding clips because I get off topic, and often super chats get me off topic. So please, I apologize if I don't get to them, but I see sometimes too a lot of people spamming to get to my super chats, and it gets me off topic. I will try to. I apologize, but it is sometimes frustrating when I see people spamming, and I'm like then I get off topic, and then I lose like my clippability. It's not that I don't appreciate the support. It's just I kind of suck at this. I suck. I'm trying to get a better groove going, and I feel like I don't do it because I look back and I try and get clips and I can't. With the 10 pounds, I'm a hopeless romantic. I've donated to you. I bet you don't remember me, and you shouldn't. I have my dog. I don't need to simp to anyone. You're married. You're miles away. Even if you weren't, so what? I want my dog. That's it. I know. I remember you. You just showed up recently last week. The yap is what makes it so endearing. But I don't have a lot of clippable moments. That's my problem, because I'm just fucking talking. Do you want us to start clippable moments in the comment section? I don't know. I don't know what to do. I should make a TikTok too, is what people do. But I do notice that people get bigger because they clip, you know? And I'm afraid of my voice, which is a dumb fucking thing to be doing. And on top of it, I get off topic a lot because I'm very scatterbrained at times. Shut up. You don't remember me. Oh, sorry. I don't remember you. I don't remember that you live in the UK. I forget. I forget everything. I forget. Wasn't he the one that was banned for some reason? No, that was Black Cat. Close. Black number 1918. Anyways, you need to leave? That's fair enough. Isn't it like a way different time for you? Isn't it like super late? Is it bedtime? Probably. No, it was Black Cat that got streamed like that. I like your voice. That's what people say. That's what people say. Leave it to me. I will find a way to clip you. Anxiety with the 2. Thank you. Thank you. Scatterbrain Nyanus. And that's the thing too, because I was in the middle of the rant. Now I'm off of it. Like, frick. I'm bad. It's UK at 7 p.m. I am scatterbrained. I don't like to hear myself either. It's apparently more common than I thought. Lots of you have mentioned that now. It's like a phobia of sorts. I really like the shorts with Chair Sama. Not the diaries necessarily, but there's definitely some clippable stuff in those streams. Yes, she is coming back. She was going through a refactor, and then Husbanus got really busy with work. He's technically in Hawaii right now on a work trip. General Patton hated his own voice, and he was a successful general. I think my problem is that all of my things where I have been in public speaking before were never recorded. They made me do the morning announcements in my high school. My chaplain picked me, and like, because I was also part of the student council and stuff, so they like, I don't know, I'd do like readings at masses and stuff like that in the school. And then at some point my chaplain was like, you want to do the morning news and the announcements too? And I ended up doing those. And then I looped in, I found like some super autistic kid that I like had no friends, and I had him do the weather, and it was fucking peak, to the point that he became like a little, like, I don't know. He was like, he became really popular from it. Like people all accepted him because like it was like, and now to Lance with the weather report. And he even had a super nasally voice, but dude, he did the weather report like he was a meteorologist. And then he ended up getting a lot of friends from it. So that was always a feel-good moment. I like doing that, but... Snoopy does with the 10. Sup, Nate? It's caught a bit of the Akko stream. It was funny to hear you go on a rant. Apologize for the rant, then continue to rant. It's the Canadian in me. I was drunk, but I'm also so tired of people just being shitbags to one another because they're fucking popping off. I'm so tired of it. Congratulate people. Stop being miserable. And I think that's my problem with this Lucy Pyre thing. Instead of just being happy for someone popping off in the niche that they find works for them, she's miserable. What the fuck is wrong with you? You have a huge audience, you know, you're successful, you're making money streaming. Why do you have to shoot other people down? I think that's what pisses me off the most. People's inability to be happy for one another. I don't care if it's not content I like. I can be happy for people. I had no problem with Lucy Pyre, and I still technically don't, but I think it's disgusting that she acts like this. Like, who are you to be so high and mighty while you shake your anime titties? It's crazy. It's crazy.
Daddy, chill.
Celebrate with a box of wine. I know wine gets brought up a lot, but I actually try not to drink all the time. And, like, clearly, like, I'm trying to get pregnant. So at some points I have to, but I mean, if your time of the month comes, then you know it's not happening. And if your husband's on a work trip, well, you know. But you'll notice that there's been dry spells where like I'm sober, you know. I've technically stopped smoking. But yeah. Thanks for the gifty. Yeah, thank you, Black number 1918 for the gifted. Thank you. Thank you. It's easier to destroy than it is to build, but master builders we were born to be. It's the same energy required to build and create. And that's why I love Liver King. Lucy used to make Final Fantasy XIV videos. Yeah, and now she's... Again, I'm sorry. If you make sexual content, you are the grifter. Period. I think sexual content is a grift. All right? You can't call other people grifters when that's clearly a grift. That is like the definition of grifting. You're leading people on. We need more whales. More whales. No problem, man. Ah, it's ma'am. It is ma'am. I'm just kidding. I ain't listening to a person who dresses themselves like their character is on a serious subject, to be honest. Yeah, pray for my success. Thank you. I just want my dad to move down to Florida. That's all I want. I don't really need the money for anything else. I just hoard it away. I put it in an investment account. When my money hits my account, like the payout from last month hit my account, I tell Husbanus to take it and put it in the investment account. Because we have like a Robinhood. I just need $1 million. And now there's also a sweepstakes on Robinhood where they might give out a gold bar worth $1 million. That would be very convenient. So if you put more money in, you have the odds to go up. And so I just put it in the Robinhood. Put that shit in the Robinhood. Let's go. We did technically already win a tiny gold bar last time, but the gold bar that we got, it's literally itty bitty and it's worth $100. But it got my hopes up.
Daddy, chill.
Good wrench with the 10 gifted memberships. Thank you very much. But yeah, plans for the pitter patter of tiny Nainu. Yeah, again, I don't talk about it a lot, but I am at the point where it's just like sometimes people tell me like, "Oh, you would be such a great mother." Okay, well, it's not so easy to just give birth to children. Like my body wants to fight it. You know, it's fucking obnoxious. So sometimes I drink heavily, and it's usually after I get my period. I'm not gonna lie, because I'm upset because I didn't want to get my period. I wanted a child, you know? And I just try to pretend like it doesn't bother me because I don't like getting emotional on stream, but it is kind of getting to a point where sometimes people bring up like, you should be a mother, you should do it. And I'm like, I just have to come clean. I think I've been motivated by Anna, Star Wars girl, because she made a post the other day talking about something on this subject. And like, yeah, dude, it doesn't get talked about enough how difficult it actually is for a lot of women to get pregnant. It is not easy.
Daddy, chill.
And if you're stressed out, it can make it harder. And it's like how do you turn stress off in today's day and age, you know? Black number 10. Black number 1918. By the way, don't thank me. I don't live in the UK. Oh my God, parasocial thing on my side. I'm glad to be here, but I must walk my sweet dog. You'd love him. Have a great stream. Oh yeah, because you have euros, not a pound. We had this chat.
Daddy, chill.
I know you're over in Europe. I know that much. I hear it very often myself. You'd make a great husband, father. It's painful, isn't it? It's painful, like, if you want to have kids and people are like, you would be great at it. And it's just like, don't be stressing. Yeah, just don't stress out. Famous words to have someone not stress out. Hey, just don't do that.
Daddy, chill.
Yeah, I love Anna. Always like, I remember when I met my husband, like we both followed It's a Gundam and Anna, and it was like kind of just funny. Like, I don't know. That Star Wars girl. Yeah, sorry. I guess that should say the name. She's also like a really good artist. I love her paintings. I don't know. When I'm in people's streams, I don't comment a lot. I'm like one of those silent farts that just hang out. But her painting the eyeballs thing was like a really chill thing to hang out in. Very especially when you struggle to find someone worth starting a family with. Yes. A child that is not an abortion. Have I looked into IFV? It's very expensive, but my cousin ended up doing that. My cousin, and I wonder if like it's just like I don't know, she had a lot of the similar problems. I don't know what specifically it was, but she ended up going the IVF. I said it IVF route. It is just really expensive. It's expensive, and even then it could still fail. Like they could put it in you and it still will fail, you know? It can. It's not guaranteed. Oh, is Anna also in that same position? Telling a woman to calm down always leads to success. Yeah. Telling a woman to calm down just, you know, historically really makes them calm down. Where is it? Oh, she posted a lot since then. When was this? This was just last week, I thought. Because there was like, oh yeah, here it is. Yeah, I thought this was like a very poignant post. Now we're totally off the powder drama. See, this is what I mean. Once I get yapping, I get off topic, and now like I've lost my clip. She had a miscarriage last week. I've had miscarriages too. So I had one when I was up in Canada. Not last time, but the time before that. And I went to my gyno, and I thought that was my first one. And then my gyno got talking with me, and she's pretty sure that I've actually had multiple, because I've also had these like cysts. And she thinks that every time I've had one of those, because it also aligned with when I had a miscarriage, they just thought like probably every single time one of those came, like you probably were pregnant, because like that sometimes happens to women, like their hormones go up and you'll get one of those. So it was kind of sad, you know. I was like, okay, that's cool. But yeah, it sucks. I think that's what helped bring me into a super depressed spiral. So like my December, and then my dad couldn't come visit me. So I do really apologize. Like I feel like I've been in a very negative place, and usually I'm a lot more fun and silly, but it's been weird. But I also don't want to lose my momentum because I want to bring my dad down to Florida. So it's quite the pickle. It's quite the pickle. We got you, big cat. That's pink cat to you. And again, like, I don't know. Just being in stream is fine too. Like, you don't need to donate. Like, technically you get to a point, like, Like even Asman has showed off his like AdSense, and I don't think I'll ever get to be that big, but you know what I mean? Even just having like a couple thousand people makes a huge difference in just ad revenue. It's obnoxious. And like, I don't know, I can't shake my tits at you guys though, I'm sorry. Like I can't be super hypersexual. So like in some ways, like I know that if I was a sociopath and could lie to people, I could be more successful. But that's just, I don't have it in me. I don't have it in me. She is the cat even above the cat. She is the big cat. Oh, wow. And you even capitalized it? Heck. But yeah, I apologize. I feel like I dump on you guys a lot, and you don't deserve that. You don't deserve that. But I appreciate that you guys are so receptive to my bitching and complaining. For the longest time, my wife and I thought our eldest, whom we adopted, would be our only kid. Then we finally got pregnant after trying for a long time. My biggest hope is that my brother, his wife, had a really hard time too. But once she had one kid, then suddenly it was like something in her body like clicked over and she had 4. But they struggled to get there first too. And I remember she was going through a really hard time and she was having miscarriages and like she would call me and like, you know, it was tough, but yeah, so here's that Star Wars girl. As someone who has had an extremely difficult first pregnancy and just lost my second, this type of bullshit infuriates me. You're not a woman. You'll never be a woman and you will never be pregnant. Fuck off with this insanity. Same goes to anyone entering it. Integrity's a real bitch. Isn't it? I think that's why I freak out about people at my husband's work so much, that I can like fucking outright lie and take credit for my husband's work. You know? The last place, he ended up having to leave it. He came up with a system entirely. His leadership shit on him the whole time. You know, his direct director was like, poo, trying to make something else happen. It ends up taking off, bringing a bunch of money to the company. It gets adopted by a bunch of different, because it was like hospitals at the time. His director got a bonus. At the end, his director takes credit for it. He ran the team and all this other crap. And like, it kind of just happened because he can go to meetings that my husbandess doesn't go to, you know? People are going to believe the director too. The director got over $100K in a bonus. And my husband has got nothing. And he ended up leaving that job. Like, it's fucking unfair out there. People will, like, that's theft. Like, you just stole his money. Like, you stole his bonus. And people just don't care. It's like a cutthroat, me first type fucking mentality.
Strajno size 0 has given a big juicy cash money tip of 100.
Oh.
Juicy tip hope things turn around quickly and you and husbands are blessed with future joy.
Holy
Sending positive energy
crap.
your way.
Again, that's
Glory
money.
to the
And I feel
Yakuza.
bad. Like, I feel like I'm DSPing you guys because I'm saying I'm in a bad mood. And then you give me $100. Thank you. That's not what I appreciate it. But I also feel like I feel like I wish I could turn off tips when I'm ranting like this, because I don't want it to be a pity party. I don't want Puddle's pity party. It's just like I am really in a bad, weird mood. And I apologize for being in a bad, weird mood on stream. I'm not usually like this. Thank you. Thank you, though, size 0. I'm tripping up. Thank you. Thank you. I'm the worst, too. I'm stumbling. Puddle's pity party. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. People are assholes, always will and always have been. Yup. And again, that's why I feel like sometimes I rant a lot about my husbandess's work, because I'm seeing the same thing happen. Even now, the guy who stole, like, he stole. Being like, my husbandess wanted to be director, and this guy came in, stole a project off GitHub, lied, changed the colors, and got promoted to director. And now they're starting to find out that he's actually done nothing the whole time. It's crazy. And it's just like, but now he's the director. So I guess like husbandess, having been burnt before by another director, is worried to go forward and complain. And I'm like, dude, complain. Just show you have all the fucking code to back it up. It's wild out there. It's wild. But yeah, crying is coming. I'm going to get mad instead. I'm trying, like, I keep, like, you don't know how to understand how much I fight to cry. I don't like that I cry. I try really hard not to cry. I was raised by my dad. I am like very man mentality where like I feel like it's weak, even though I know it's not, and it's okay to cry. And I say that, but then myself, I don't like it when I cry. And I felt really embarrassed. I cried when Kick fucking put me on the front page. I do try and, it's like the same technique I try to use with my anxiety. It's like you can count numbers. I look around and I like the color of the wall, the color of the table. You know, you say blue, brown, fucking teal. You like look around and start saying things to get your mind off the fact that your eyes are watering up. It's okay to cry. No, you'll fucking clip it. You clip me once, shame on me. Clip me twice. Or clip me once, shame on you. Clip me twice, shame on me. Is Mexico still burning? Perhaps. I already made her cry on Friday. Got that marked in my notes. How dare you? It's not pity. Let's watch some DSP clips. That should make me feel better. I do have some DSP clips. I got off the powder drama, but I'll go back to it, I guess. I really do want to talk about it because I hate hypocrisy like this. And I'm tired of people tearing down other people instead of just being happy and understanding that maybe the content's just not for you. Like I said it in some comments on X over the weekend, but like, why don't people treat other streamers like channels on a TV? You know, those channels exist, and just because you don't log into them does not mean that people don't. And it's okay. I don't fucking watch rom-coms. I don't fucking care that they're made, though. I'm not going to go try and find the publishing house for rom-coms and be like, your fucking stories suck. I can't stand it. Unbelievable characters. You know, you're setting up people for failure that you always bring like these rich aristocrats in to pick up the coffee shop girl. It's unrealistic. You know, but I don't go after them and tell them to stop making movies. Sorry, Canada lost to the best country on earth, eh? Yeah, it's a damn shame. It's a damn shame. Oh my God, speaking of Canada too, there's some really funny shit going on. With people who like fled to Canada to get away from whatever they decided is going wrong in the United States. And I guarantee, although we can't prove it, I bet they're anti-ICE and like anti-immigration. And they're finding out that when you go to another country on a visitor's visa, you can't work legally and you can't access the benefits that taxpayers have access to. You're so close to figuring out why people are against illegal immigration. So close. Let's play this and we'll play some DSP.
And I'm a scholar of the far right who has fled the United States to Canada, and I need help. The situation in Canada is absolutely dire. For Americans who don't know, the housing crisis here is worse than in the United States. I lived in LA for 6 years.
Because for the longest time, they were allowing Chinese and other countries, like foreign investors, to buy up properties, and it absolutely decimated all the cities. And then they did put the kibosh on that eventually, and then they let in a bunch of Indians, and there's not enough houses for everyone. Yay, perfect storm.
And I have not faced rent as bad as here. When my partner, our cat, and our dog fled the United States, we headed north.
Dude, it kills me too when people say fled the United States, like there's just guns going off in the streets and flames and fire, like it's just street wars or something. Like I feel like even the Canadian news, like it makes it sound like it's absolute bedlam or something. Like there's just, or even like just left-leaning news, if you listen to it, you'd think like the world, like the place was on fire. I got so many questions about like living in Florida and what's it like. I'm like, it's exactly like living in Ontario. There's really very little difference. From the people I talk to on the street, it's the same as living in my hometown. It is no different. It is normal here. You know, it's just Florida now. It turns out that an imaginary line doesn't change how people act, you know? And to me, like, I'm not, like, you know, country borders exist, but at the end of the day, when you die and you look back, it's a fucking invisible line in the sand. People are people, you know? It's not that crazy here. It's like, I don't know, man. People like making their own problems.
The goal of being close to our families.
Yeah, the flames and the fires literally come to the anti-ICE people, the people trying to fight law enforcement agencies.
Are located, which is on the West Coast. So we are now in British Columbia. More specifically,
Forbidden Cat Belly with a 5. China's tried banning rich guy marries barista stories, saying it's contributing to how low the birth rates are because it sets women's expectations too high. Yeah, I saw that. That was like a month or two ago. And I think it's true. There's like this weird entitlement with women right now where they like think that they're not supposed to do any work and the man does everything in the relationship and gives them endless money, and everyone expects men to have over $100,000 of income. Why don't you just meet someone? When I met Husbanus, he was making less money than me. And now he's making more money than I did when I met him. Obviously, I'm unemployed now, but you know what I mean? Like, it just fucking, why don't you just show up and support someone? And then you might find that they'll actually get more money over time because they have a support system, aka you. Like, I'm sorry, not to make people do gender roles, but typically women are like the emotional support for men. Like, it's once you get with a man that you're able to talk to and communicate with him and talk him through like his doubts. Men have so many doubts, I'm sorry. Like, men are so hard on themselves. They really are. And it's fine because that's how men survive. But like, typically that's where like the woman stepped in and like that was the one person you can be open with. But now you hear things where it's like a man cries or shows emotion and the woman leaves. Like, holy shit. Get over yourselves. Get over yourselves. Because like, I know as a woman, I go through stages of being way fucking more emotional than my husband will ever be. You know, and he's there for me. But God, it turns around and these women just think they're too good for these men. It's crazy, and it shouldn't be like that. Gender roles are there for a fucking reason. Gee, Nyanus, that seems downright rational. God forbid that we we understand our bodies and understand our strengths and our weaknesses. A lot of women's strength comes from soft skills in like emotional regulation and also like, yeah, I get it, like haha funny. Like, it's funny that women are very emotional, but at the end of the day, like, women typically are the one that raise the kids the most. They're around the kids the most, and they teach them, you know, mental well-being and emotional well-being by like what's right and what's wrong. I know that's not true across the board. There's tons of terrible parents, but like historically, that's women, you know, that's just what we did. I don't know. What's so wrong with that? No rich men for you. Get back to the milking farm. Yeah, money is not the, like, again, I just don't understand people's, I mean, obviously I'm obsessed with money right now because it takes $1 million to have someone buy citizenship. You know, it's a lofty goal, but I'd rather try than, and fail than have not tried and regret. I am a DSP pink cat. Thank you, Chris Topher, with the member for 2 months, but it's just like people need to get back to just, you know, look up the definition of relationship, you know? Like, it's not, in nowhere in the relationship does it say, like, the height, the income, you know? Women usually want someone of a higher status. It might just be an evolutionary trait. I think it comes from wanting a protector, and for some reason that's now been attributed to, like, more money. But a lot of these women don't want more money to feel safe in having a home for their children. They want more money because they want to go out and get their Gucci bags and their hair extensions and their fake nails and their designer clothes. You know, they want to go on shopping sprees. And it's like, holy shit, the selfishness. It's like a world of sin. Because sin isn't just like committing crimes. Like, if you look through the Bible, lots of things are sin, you know, and gluttony is one of them too. And people just, I just feel like there's a lot of sin everywhere. It's become very godless when you look around. To be honest, it's just greed. Yeah, it's greed. Greed and gluttony, those are sins.
We are in the Sea to Sky Highway in the greater Vancouver area. We are
Anyway, sorry, back to this person who fled the United States. I'm sorry, the verb fled. Like they're just running from their lives. There's bullets flying behind them. Go, baby, go. We're almost there. Like, you didn't just get on a plane.
Housing in this, the western side of this region. My partner and I are here on a visitor visa, which is a 6 months possible stay for Americans.
Yes. Wow, look at you following the rules to escape a place that was trying to implement rules to people not following them. So weird. Will she become self-aware at any point?
While you're here on a visitor visa, you can't work. So we are currently surviving off of what savings we could get together before we fled the United States. And that's not terribly much. And in Canada, I think it's actually...
You know, I've never understood the issue with calling people partner. I had to learn that for whatever reason online that was seen as like a faux pas. But I remember when I was dating my husband, before we were like engaged or anything like that, and technically our engagement was pretty quick. We got like married pretty soon afterwards. Like, I felt like calling him my boyfriend was like infantilizing him. Like, he sounded young. So I often called him partner in sentences, but it wasn't because I didn't love him. Like, you clearly know I love my husbandess. I've I've made it clear in all my content he exists, where like a lot of people don't do that. But like, I do find it strange that there's like certain ways that people will use the English language and it's frowned upon. Because like by definition, partner is still indicative of someone who's spending time with you and is like your partner, you know? I don't know. Partner is a gay thing. I think they, again, if you look in the dictionary, that's not, I'm going by the actual facts, by the dictionary. Just because someone of a certain denomination uses a lot doesn't change the dictionary definition.
Money!
I hope she breaks the rules and gets deported to the US. I doubt she will. Yeah, if you look at the dictionary definition, partner, 1, either a pair of people engaged together in the same activity. 2, either member of a married couple or established unmarried couple. Like it's a dictionary definition.
Cost of living crisis is worse.
I just don't understand why you guys want to fight it. Like, you guys can have that emotional feeling all you want, but at the end of the day, by dictionary definition, partner still remains what it is.
Here, especially when you are shut
Stop letting weirdos take all the language
out of the
I don't use it now that I'm married, but when I was dating my husband, now husband, you know, when you're in your 30s or late 20s and you're dating someone, saying boyfriend and girlfriend sounds like childish.
healthcare system, when you can't access any of the resources that Canadians have access to, and that's
I
understandable.
mean, again, you can say that all you want, but I'm in a pretty fucking happy relationship. And if you take offense because someone called you a partner, joke's on you. Because if my husband ever took offense from that, imagine that. We wouldn't get married. It's a word. It's a word that means that you're with someone.
Oh, you know, I'm not a citizen of the country, but it is making the financial situation dire because we can't.
Again, I just feel like sometimes when people police words like this, it's like you're being like, you're stopping your own happiness because it's just a word and not everyone's going to have that opinion. I'm literally telling you, I didn't have that opinion. I wasn't terminally online enough to know it was a thing. To me, it was just like, I love this guy. I would never cheat on him. But calling him my boyfriend sounded childish.
Because there are 2 adults, a cat and a dog.
I'm seeing a lot of cope in the chat.
More than a room.
I'm just laughing at you guys.
2-bedroom for free or below market rates. And I know that's a huge ask, but that's what we need. Canadians have been asking where I'm located and what I need because y'all are such lovely human beings. This is the ask.
It's just
If
funny
you could
too
help
to
me
like tell
by
people when I'm in a happy relationship, people telling me what words mean. Be for real.
Reposting this video, I would very much appreciate it to get this out there. As horrified as I am to be revealing my location, because I'm trying to find a way to get us housing. So if you are on Vancouver Island, if you are in the Vancouver or Surrey area.
Yeah, she's asking for free handouts now. Because it turns out that you can't just go to a country and work there and live there unless you do it legally. And she still isn't self-reflecting on the fact that, again, she likely left the US because of ICE. You know? I can't think of anything else that has ticked off the left more than ICE. And all they're doing is trying to find illegal immigrants and remove them. Like, look what's happening in Mexico right now. Like, they killed a cartel member, and look at all the violence. Like, or they killed a cartel leader, I should say. And it's like, we're trying to get those types of people out of this country. If people don't think cartel members don't sneak across the border to live in America, slap yourself. People who break the rules and break the law, they do that, and a border's not going to stop them from breaking the law. Like, clearly these drugs are getting into our country, you know? I don't understand why people are against ICE. It's weird. So when she overstays her visitor visa, is she an illegal alien in Canada? Yes. I wonder what she's going to do. You usually can reapply for your visitor's visa. Technically, when I was going through proceedings, I would have to renew my visas. But I was allowed to do that because it was okay that I was past my 6-month rolling window because they knew I was trying to stay here permanently. in her situation, I don't know if Canada would even let you roll over, because at the end of the day, like, there's no proceedings of you becoming a citizen. But I don't really know the ins and outs of having to immigrate to Canada, because I grew up there, then I immigrated here, right? So I don't know.
With a 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom, let us know. We can pay rent, but it would probably have to be below market rate. Please let me know if that's possible. You can leave a comment and I'll
Please let me know if it's possible. If I could get...
But it would probably have to be below market rate. Please let me know if that's possible. You can leave a comment.
Again, like you're some sort of refugee, like actually trying to leave some, like you're asking for handouts. I would understand if you, especially even right now, if you were in one of like the crazy parts of Mexico that was seeing cars explode, and like you don't like that and you're trying to find a place to stay in Canada for a couple months for free. I think that's different. When you're like fleeing violence, but like you're fleeing like the monsters of your own mind, and now you're like, can I please just stay at one of your houses? Something about this whole thing is just like, funny how that works. It's funny how you left to protect the people who aren't even following the rules that you now find yourself stuck in. Isn't that a funny pickle to be in?
And I'll get in touch with
Will she ever figure it out?
you, or DM me. I will be checking my messages regularly. I will be paying very close attention to this post. If we can't find housing, we're going to have to leave, and I don't know where we'll go.
Go back to United States. You just go back to the United States where your citizenship is.
I hope that this works. Thank you.
It mainly comes down to Trump. If Biden was still president and ICE was doing their job, they wouldn't complain. I know, because they never complained when Obama or Biden were doing this. You know? It's been going on forever. It turns out, like, you're not allowed to break the law. Even if you bring your children over. I'm sorry, you all get deported. Like, do I feel bad for the kids? Of course. You have shitty parents. They dragged you into a situation where you were technically a criminal. You were adjacent to a criminal. Like, you can't let... Dude, I'm fucking emotional, but you can't let your emotions get the best of you. Like, I'm sorry, you have to go through legal proceedings like everyone else. Just because you have a child and a sob story doesn't mean that you're free from accountability. Oopsie. Oopsie. I'm sorry. Again, I'm the most emotional person. You've seen me freak out over, like, violence or presumed violence against children. It's one of my, like, biggest pet peeves. It absolutely drives me nuts. But I do think that at the end of the day, the parents are to blame, not the government enforcing the law. Blame the fucking shitty parents. Why did you put your kids in this situation? Or if you knew you were going to be a criminal, why did you bring a child into the world? Like, that's crazy. Accountability for a woman? Impossible. Impossible. I disagree. If Kamala won and they did the ICE raid still, they would complain. But in this instance, the government will immediately fold and do reparations or something. Oh, my Lord. I don't know. I just thought there was a lot of... I guess a lot of the things I'm talking about today are like hypocrites or ironic. That was very ironic that she was so upset over the fact that laws apply when you follow the law. And it's difficult, you know? Dora the Deported. Son of a bitch. Oh my God. What is else? What else is out there? Oh, this one made me laugh too. Fuck. I guess I'm just all over the place. This one that doesn't really have to do with anything. It's just the amount of times that I see Twitch streamers or streamers with huge egos and I'm like, I've never fucking heard the name. But to be fair, I'm dog shit with names. So I'm going to put this on the screen and I'm going to ask you guys if you know these people. Do you know Wendy Ortiz and DDG? Do you know them? Spartan Trigger, hey, I'm back. Sorry, I've been busy with a new job. CNC operator? That's sick. I love CNC lathes. Those are fucking cool. My friend had like a machine shop growing up that I told you guys, I worked there a little bit. I took like odd jobs and stuff, and I loved using the lathes. They're so fucking cool to look at. That's sick. And I could change like the files over, like, you know how it runs different files to make different pieces. And it was just like making like monotonous stuff like seat belts and stuff. But I love doing it. Putting the thing in there, watching it work. Sick. Sick, sick, sick. You don't know who? DDG, yes. Not the other. Can't say I know DDG, but I've heard that name. Nope, nope. So many nopes, one yes. The internet is a big place. No, 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 no. Who the fuck are these people? Well, clearly, I feel like us here, let's just see what they say. I guess I could read it, but it's much more fun to have them say it. The Delulu goes strong.
If I take credit for us,
What? No, go say it.
like start like streaming. I feel like it was not a. Well, you started before, but like I feel like us streaming like made Twitch like such like a mainstream thing. Like I would never see Twitchers, streamers on TikTok, like any clips or nothing until after us. Oh my god, am I gonna get canceled? Oh my god.
No, you're not.
I mean, you're not going to get canceled, but people are going to call you a fucking raging retard. That's for sure. They're the ones that put Twitch on the map. I mean, on the same time, too, Twitch is, like, kind of going through, like, phases of, like, death throes, like, because Kick came along and is, like, doing better than them in a lot of ways. But, like, clearly they're still viable, but... Like, the ego. We, like, put Twitch on the map. The ego is unreal. I already have fatigue. Are they taking credit for streaming becoming a mainstream thing? Yes. I thought it was pretty funny. It's like a punchline that you just didn't expect, just out of the blue. Look at even their chat. Question mark, question mark, question mark. Huh? What? No, no. GG cooked. Cap. Laugh my ass off. Ha ha. GG's. Dude, the fucking, even the chat's like, bitch, please. What? The egos on people are out of fucking control these days. It's like, what? Huh? I've never even heard your name. I don't know who either of these people are.
I'm gonna get
No, you're
canceled.
not. You gotta stand up.
Look at them. GG, GG, damn, no, no, honey, no, GG. Look at the chat. Dude, when your own chat fries you like that. Chud Lodic and Dorio beefing. Hated their Tectone coverage. Oh, they covered Tectone? I had no idea. Again, this is my first time ever seeing them. I remember the good old days when Twitch was the tiny office around the corner with the random people in purple hoodies that I'd run into at Walgreens when I went to get snacks. Literally, who with the ego? We don't even know who you are. No, she created Twitch, don't you know? She is the pioneer of Twitch streaming. We put Twitch on the map. Even though, like, dude, I don't even like Pokimane or Ninja or anything like that. But, like, they had cartoons made by Twitch that were running in fucking Times Square. I haven't seen Twitch do anything like that for this bitch. What are you talking about? You put Twitch on the map. I don't even like Pokimane, but I will say that Pokimane was the face of Twitch well before you were, girl. Holy moly. Like, I don't have to like someone to understand a fact. Like... No. Pokimane might be able to say something like that, and even then it wouldn't be true because there was other big streamers. But even Pokimane isn't so fucking delusional to say this. And she's pretty fucking delusional. Like, come on now. Come on now. She is Twitch. She literally is Twitch. Step aside, Dan Clancy. The new CEO is in town. Give her back her role. We know who the true CEO is. It's, Wendy Ortiz. I forgot her name already. I had to check. She is Twitch. Clan Dancy. I started watching Twitch way before any of these clowns are mainstream, and I'm a very casual watcher. I'm starting to think Zoomers are reincarnated boomers. I don't know. I just thought it was funny. I want to listen to it again. Like, it's so like, there's comedy specials aren't funny anymore, but people just saying out of pocket things have become my greatest laughs. I wish I didn't watch this clip off stream because I would like to give you my full authentic laugh, but this one had me in fits. Like, girl, please.
Never see Twitchers, streamers on TikTok, like any clips or nothing until after us. Oh my god, am I gonna get canceled? Oh my god.
No, you're not.
I'm gonna get
No, you're
canceled.
not. You gotta stand up. You gotta stand on it.
No, but I genuinely believe that. I genuinely believe like.
Of course you genuinely believe it. That is the problem these days. When sociopaths tell themselves a lie so much that they believe it, it's a little bit more innocent here because, like, I mean, your fucking head is just huge. At this point, your head is so fucking big, I'm surprised you can get up. However, the same mentality happens with people like Bint, where they start believing their lie that they're actually helping people to the point that they believe it. and they think that them harassing women minding their own business is some sort of win, when in reality normal people just see it as like you're essentially harassing or abusing women from afar. Like if you could put your hands on them, you would abuse them. You would be like an abusive boyfriend. But they see it as like, I'm doing a great good by finding successful women and trying to tear them down. Like, it's weird.
Like I feel like Twitch wasn't a big thing before.
I definitely.
And it also a stream.
It's like such a first person mentality too, that like if you don't see it, then it didn't exist. Holy crap.
University happened like
they saved so many lives with this.
A bit after we started streaming together. Mm-hmm. So like that plus us streaming. If I take credit.
Amazing. Holy crap. Holy crap. You know how many lives they have saved? Oh my god, like I honestly, like I started streaming on Twitch after I saw I keep wanting to call her Jenna Ortez, because isn't that actor? Wendy Ortez, yeah. It wasn't until I saw Wendy that I was like, oh my god, I can be a streamer? Since when was streaming a thing? Not to mention that, remember, YouTube you used to not be able to stream on. They were copying Twitch. Let's be for fucking real here, you know? Like, what are you talking about you put Twitch on the map? Twitch put streaming on the map. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. They might be a shithole company now, but they did put streaming on the map. I'll give them credit where credit's due. However, Wendy, you had nothing to do with it. How many followers do these losers have? I don't even know. Like, that's the thing. Like, I've never heard of them. Here, let me do some juggling. Let me do some juggles. Try and get down to the bottom of these people, these pioneers. Yeah, baby, yeah. You know, we should really educate ourselves with the pioneers of Twitch. Let me see, Twitch. Where's your Twitch, girl? Oh, she's got 1.1 million followers. Big number. I mean, and you never know, like, did she buy some of those followers? I have no fucking idea. The phoniness is through the roof these days, but she got 1.1 million followers. I remember Justin TV. Yeah, but Justin TV was inspired by Wendy. Don't you remember that? When she was the one that inspired everyone to start streaming? This pioneer, Wendy? What a bunch of losers. Be nice, Nainus. You owe her for your streaming career. Oh, yeah, you're right. Oh, my goodness. Thank you, Queen. Thank you. I think everyone better thank, give her her flowers. At what point do we owe her some sort of tax? You know? Everyone should give her some money. Give her the reparations for all that she's done for us. Hassan has more, and I still think he's a loser. He's been losing fucking followers like a motherfuck, though. It's really funny. It turns out that when you abuse your dog on stream, people don't like that. Could you imagine? 1.1 is not enough to prop up the website, though. Yeah, nope. Yeah, let's see. Let's just for the shits of giggles of it. Zach, rar. 2.3 million followers on Zach, or on Asmin, and on Asmin Poppy. You know, it's just so nice that Wendy was there to put the ladder down so, Asmund Gold could run. Wendy walked so Asmund Gold could run. I sure hope he thanks her, for all the work she's done. Giving him his platform. What a saint she is. I'm so happy that Asshand is losing viewers. It's glorious. Glorious. Turns out actions have consequences. Who would have thought? I could have sworn I bookmarked this. Where is it? There it is. Whoop, there it is.
Oh my god, like what? Oh, Jesus. Also, like, look at his follower count. So, like, I'm getting 400 followers, I guess 157 an hour, right? I'm gaining 157 followers an hour. Hassan is losing 7 followers an hour. So, like, I mean, you see this looks pretty bad.
That's an oof, man. That's crazy. Hassan loses more followers than I do. Although, like, obviously I'm a smaller channel, so, like, statistically. But I do, like, I don't know, I find, like, I'll lose probably, like, 3 a week or something like that. And it generally coincides with when I say I'm married. Whatever. So be it. Rockwell Hardness Boopus. And you'll notice, too, once I start getting, like, last week when Black 1918 came in and he was being really supportive, I made sure, I'm like, I'm married, because I just don't want there to be any regret when people give me money. And he kept supporting regardless. So, again, like, I just like honesty. Rockwell Hardness Boopus with the 5 for the giggles and the ahirs. Thanks for the app today. Hey, no problem. Asmund has 3.55 on his dead main. Oh my god. Asmund's main has 3.5 million. Holy crap. Why doesn't he stream on his main anymore? Why is he on Zach Rar? What is that? Is there a reason for that? Why is his main dead? I just kind of assumed he made Zach Rar before Asmund Gold. I didn't even realize. Atlas, you need to go outside again. You got poops? Probably. Probably. Always having to get up for these dogs. Oh my god, and now who's scratching at the door? You figuring to go outside? I need to build some sort of system that turns the door handle and opens the door. Holy moly. And now I've rolled over my headphone cable. Glorious. Glorious.
Buddy! Yeah, baby, yeah!
I should have a cordless headphone, but at the same time, like, these ones still work. And I don't believe in buying things that I already have that are working, quote unquote, DSP. DSP buys a lot of random crap, I notice. Bendix over the 999. Mama Nainus, it's great to see you and all of you lovely people. What's new? Also, sorry I haven't been on. Been really busy. That's okay. It's good to be busy. I was super late coming on today, too. Hope you and all these level people are doing well. As always, you rock. Thank you, Bendix Star, as always, for the support and the positivity that you bring. There's no worry. Like, again, I don't take attendance yet. You know. When the bigger wooden revolution begins, then attendance will start to be taken. Anxiety with the 5. You can say you're married all you want, and I still won't give up. Husbanus will be mine eventually. Your days are truly numbered, you pink cat lady. I'm trying to get Husbanus to stream, too. I feel Husbanus will be even bigger than me, to be honest. Like, if he just streams about coding and things like that, holy crap. If Pirate Software could do it and, like, not even know how to code, I think Husbanus can do it. And same with, like, Mudahar. Ends up being a big fat phony. I don't need wireless headphones. I'm happy with my headphones. They're still perfectly fine.
It does. Looks really bad. He has my fucking Twitch tracker statistics, analytics going over my graphs. I don't think that I've ever seen a person be as openly jealous and envious as Hassan.
It's so
like,
true.
I've never seen a person be
Hassan,
so open.
And the stupid thing is Hassan has such a big fucking ego that he really thinks that just because he's a pretty boy, he should have more views than Asmund Gold. But Asmund Gold has just much more rational takes. And he doesn't just stick to one side. Like, he just tries to stick to common sense. Hassan is, like, super violent, too. Like, he promotes violence. He promotes animosity. Fuck that. You know, it's not good for content. Also, abusing your dog doesn't help. And I don't think leaning into the joke and making a sound alert where you zap your dog is helpful either. It just shows you how fucking out of touch you are.
Openly jealous, envious, and insecure. It's actually impressive. Like, in a way, I kind of respect it, right? Because, like, you're really wearing your heart on your shoulder. If you're not feeling like you're the good boy or you're the special boy, you are crashing out in front of everybody. And it's like, that's exactly it. Yes, you're seething in front, like, oh my God, who does this?
An emotional man. That's who. Small head, but biggest ego. Duh, Drafalga just subscribed. Thank you. Husbanus could also thirst trap. Hey, hey, hey. No. Husbanus reading Milking Farm when? Ashan is a tard. Husbanus' voice is a thirst trap? Hey, chill out. He sounds really cute though, doesn't he? Can you see why I fell in love with him over Call of Duty? It's crazy. Crazy. He's so helpful too. What a good teammate. With all the ego, where does he fit it at all? The man-child. I'm surprised, like, it's almost like a prison though. You know, they say like living rent-free in a head. At what point does Asmund press charges? Because like, that's like confinement, man. That shit's too tiny. You can't do that to someone. That's like abuse. Husbanus ASMR when? Never! I will take a fucking picture of that and I'm going to send it to him. Let me just... I'm literally opening, 1 second. I took a picture. I'm sorry. There you go. He's busy today. He probably won't see it till he's off base, but... When it comes to Husbanus, I have no chill. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry, Mama Ninus. YouTube has been having issues since that time and the home screen went down. You noticed that too? What's been going on? Tried to reply to your super and said content was deleted. What the fuck? Yay. Yay. Sorry, just making sure I got them all. I did. I have them all in my pocket. Asmongold lives in a mansion in his head. There's no room for that shit. There's no room for a mansion, though. You can only fit a shack in that thing. It's tiny. You know, he deserves better. Deserves better. Oh, and did I also forget to make a post that I was going live? I hate Twitter sometimes. I forget that you gotta do the thing. You gotta do the thing. I gotta do the thing. Where's my tabs? With my back ends. I keep all my back ends in one window with all the tabs. Oop. Why? What do I say? What do I say? Pink cat reporting for duty. Why can't it just make an automatic post when I go live? Why is it like this? Hassan wants some of Asmund's gold. D. Again, I'm pretty sure we called it when we made that fan fiction of them falling in love. Who dares calls me? Oh, I gotta take this. Truly, is anyone even still left in my stream? I'm so sorry. That was a long one. Anybody still here? Whoo-wee! I'm hot. I'm hot and I'm bothered. Hi, I'm back. Hi. Welcome to Nyanish's stream where she walks away because she gets a phone call. I had to take it. I had to take it. It was the real estate agent and he yappity yap yap, jappity gap, yap, blap, he yap. And he yap and he yap and he yap some more. And it's okay because I'm a yapper too. But it's interesting when you get it happening. You're on the receiving end of a yap. We did fine without you. We all left for milk. Delicious milk. It was peaceful till you came back. Okay, shit, I'll leave. My bad. Let's see how bad I fell off. Oh, wow. A lot of people stuck around. That's crazy. That's crazy. Still 129 people? What are you guys, saints? You guys trying to be, like, indoctrinated into, like, martyrdom? What's the give? I know, I'm kidding. I appreciate you guys. We left to get milk and cigs. What if I did that? What if I did that? You get back. I'm back. What was I saying before I left? When one yappa meets another yappa. My peace and quiet. I was meditating here. I was meditating. Oh boy. Oh boy, chocolate cake. My favorite. I wish I could have all the chocolate cake in the world. Mm. Ugh. All right. Well, heck, Atlas. Heck. You may come in, sir. Borking at me, sir. Heck. Blue, somebody coming in? No? Hey, Atlas. Good job, buddy. Nice ball. You got a nice ball. Heckin' Atlas. I was stuck in a crawl space. You know the vibes. You're always crawling around. You ever think about standing up? I'm just kidding. Like, you're in a crawl space. What do you do? You must be, you run wires, right? Like, what are you? Why are you in there? Don't moan like that. I'm sorry. It's literally the clip, though. Have you guys never seen that? Oh, boy. Chocolate cake. My favorite. Like, he basically says it like that. I'm just quoting. Oh, boy. From Psychopath. Can I play this? It's an old enough movie. It's your favorite. Chocolate cake.
Oh, boy. Chocolate cake. Wow.
See, he even goes, wow.
Mm-hmm. I wish I had all the chocolate cake in the world.
I wish I had all the chocolate cake in the world. I hate this. I'm sorry, it's a quote. I sometimes, I don't know, I say things that from the back of my brain come to the forefront. Stop. Do I need a 10-minute break after that moan? Oh yeah, you know, it's like I came in my pants on stream. Hi yi. Hi yi, isn't that funny? Give me money. Hey men, you like it when women talk about their vagina? You want to give me some more money cuz I'm talking about my fucking hoo-ha? Come on, guys. Money. It's all fucking wet down there, guys, cuz I stretched. I'm sorry, I shouldn't lean into Lucy like that. Not to be vague posting, I'll just say it at the end. I was referring to Lucy Pyre, yes. Running wires pays well. It does. You make my eyes rain. Clip. Let's see. This is pretty based of Japan. Japan will launch a reward program offering up to 50,000 yen to people who provide accurate, verified information leading to the discovery of foreigners working illegally. The country faces a growing number of illegal employment cases, especially in agriculture. To help reduce violations, the program will include a dedicated online reporting platform. Oh yeah, standard woman comedy. That is the comedy of women. Ha ha, so today I was bleeding through my vagina. Could you believe that? And my man said, hey, stop doing that. And I said, I can't. It keeps coming. But tush. For the vague tuber laughs. Thank you very much, Rockwell Hardness Boopers with the 5. The wet tax, please. Please. Muslims and blacks. I don't know. I just laughed at the Pokemon thing too. That they put the Pokemon, gotta catch them all. When the clock hits, Japan does not have a Mexican problem. I would imagine not. It'd be very difficult for them to get over there. Be very, very, very difficult. Still better than Amy Schumer. Anyway, so the whole thing that I keep talking about with Lucy Pyre, this all came from here. Never thought I'd be called a grifter by Lucy. Your mad people are calling you lean woke because they don't know your political position. Instead of calling me a grifter because you don't like my politics, how about you just leave me alone, dude? And this is the clip. And so she clipped this 20-second segment and people were like, oh, you took it out of context. She's not even talking about you. And then Powder, being Powder, provided all the receipts. So this is like the little mini clip. Oh, it's so quiet too. Why is it so quiet? I noticed this when people post clips to X. It can be fucking quiet as hell.
Right here, right now, I just want to let you know, don't do...
I've maxed out. She says don't do politics.
Politics. Don't talk about politics. You know, maybe Lucy shouldn't even be talking about politics as much as, I guess she kind of sort of is maybe a little bit right now. But don't do it. Don't do it. You know, like making a couple jokes here and there is fine. Don't do politics. Everything.
Pretty quiet, but... You know, and so there was some backlash from this where people were like, she's not even talking about you. Like, you know, don't worry about it. And then, I mean, can I even get it from Powder's page? I downloaded it already. She probably already posted a bunch since then, huh? Oh yeah, here it is. On stream, 20 of the 20th, it's deleted VOD now, Lucy was reviewing the Flabberjiggles list that included me. She wanted some people labeled Chud to be called Grifter instead. When she asked to not be vague about who was a grifter, she references my 2024 design controversy and the lost traction narrative around it. Given that sequence and her specificity, it was plainly referring to me. As for the accusation of grifter, in 2025, I made one political comment, received tremendous backlash, and decided it wasn't going to filter myself anymore. Growth followed exposure, not a calculated pivot. Political commentary in this space often narrows your audience and carries real risk. It's not an obvious strategy for growing an audience. And so she included a link to the Google Drive. I had to download it because it's been played so many times that it'll play no more. Play no more. Let me open this with the VLC.
Ew.
And it's just weird too, because again, like my problem with this is that she started shit out of nowhere. Like you could have just said nothing. I haven't gone through any of the woke people on that list and been like, ooh, you're such a fucking loser because you believe that law enforcement shouldn't exist or something. I didn't even consider that an option. What I did say, if you saw me on Akko's stream, is that it's just missing like a normal. Like, where's the middle of the ground? Like, instead of going like, oh, we need a grifter, I just asked, like, where's just normal? You know, there's extreme woke, there's chud light, you know, and everything, and unknown. But there should just be, like, I don't know, entertainer or, like, you know, just basic streamer. Like, I don't understand, like, there's no in between, you know? Then to me, that was the mistake of the list. But, you know, when you're bitter and you hate other people doing well in a space that you contrive to be only sexual content, I guess it's upsetting. But again, when you're creating like sexual content and moaning all the time, like who are you to tell people not to do politics? Like, again, like I think people who do this are gross, but I don't try and follow police or say not to. Like, I just feel like you're helping string along the loneliness epidemic, but whatever. You know, what's so bad about talking about politics? It's not for everyone, but I'm interested in it. I'm very interested in how people's brains work. It's like always been one of the things I like. And what I really like about it is that I can talk to you guys and then you guys give me opinions on like how you feel, you know, and then you kind of recognize like why people feel differently on certain subject matter because of it's their upbringing or they experienced something in their life. Maybe they saw violence, you know, maybe something happened to their family, you know, and you learn that everyone has differences on these opinions or on things because of just basically like who they are, how they were raised. And I think there's like there's kind of like I don't want to say beauty to it, but it's fun. You know, even if we disagree at time, I would rather us disagree than have you guys all like, you know, fall in line behind what I'm saying because I'm the streamer and you're trying to get in my good graces or something. Like, that's icky to me. But yeah, she's moral busybodying, and it's just like stop doing this. And like, again, even if you weren't making sexual content, I still feel like you shouldn't be policing another style of content. She could have been here playing video games and could have said, hey, don't make political content, and said the same thing, and I would still feel the same way over the fact that you can't police people. But again, I just really think that she set herself up to be throwing a brick from a glass house when this is your content. And so I'm going to skip ahead to the part where Powder timestamps, but before we do that, I want to play over a bit of the beginning, because at some point she like yawns and is like, oh my God, I like came in my pants, basically. And it's like, girl, please. No, you didn't. We've all fucking stretched in our life.
Ew, 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 yucky, yucky, ew, ew. I'm free for now. Did wife Lean parry the bait? Yeah, I woke leaned away from the bait. I parried that shit. Would be better if it was 6-7. I'm stretching.
Yeah, growth normally follows
Same
a
way you
woman's exposure. Yeah, like, Lucy, do you think you could still stream without big fucking jiggling titties? Huh? And then, too, like, do you have tits that size in real life? Are you grifting right now? How is this not a grift? Tits don't move like that. And now, don't get me wrong, I fucking love boobies. This is just me playing devil's advocate. And this is what got Charlie Kirk killed. Just because I say something doesn't mean I feel that way. I'm just pointing out the obvious hypocrisy to this. I am happy for people if they are successful. I am still happy that Lucy is successful. Don't get me wrong. I just think she is open to critique right now. And I am critiquing her. I came from a background of art where it is very normal to critique people. And this is a critique. Girl, reflect. Reflect on yourself. And stop telling people what to fucking do. Because look at you.
Stretch for that shit, Joe.
You should be embarrassed. Dude, because my family, some of my family knows about this. If I did this type of shit on stream, I wouldn't be able to live with myself. I'd feel so fucking corny. Doesn't mean you can't do it.
Oh my God. Sometimes stretching on stream feels like masturbating on stream. That's how good it feels. It feels like I'm doing something wrong. It feels like I shouldn't be allowed to feel that good while live on the air. Unconventional, but can we ban a mod? How is that unconventional? I keep calling for this every day. Every fucking day I say let's do this shit, and every day we don't do it. Maybe I need to stand on business, or would that make me a chud? No, standing on business makes you lean woke. Sometimes I get chills when you stretch. Chatty, is this true? Is this true? Real?
Like, again, too, you want to say don't make political content. Like, can you not make cringe content? I don't know. Again, I don't really feel this way, because if you want to make cringe content, you can. But again...
No way.
Don't criticize people if this is the type of shit you make.
Ugh.
It's beyond cringe.
Now do you have chills running down your spine?
Yeah, for the wrong reasons, girl.
Trying to ban your own police
like,
is
it's
definitely
crazy, like,
woke.
To me, again, for my full honesty here too, like, do you have a good father figure in your life? Because it doesn't seem that way. You know, I was taught to respect myself, and selling yourself as a sexual object is a form of disrespect, because you're so much better than that. You're so much better than that. But for whatever reason, When women have no talent, that's all they lean into. Not all women, but majoritatively. If men need to do something and get better, they're like, time to get a job, time to learn a new trade, let's go. Women, they're like, oh no, I can't do anything. Oh no, and it, dun, 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 the titties come out. Start taking off my pants and show my ass. You know? It's like bottom of the barrel. Dude, men are horny as fuck. You don't think it's easy to get them going? Be for fucking real. Don't call other people a grifter. This is the age-old grift. This is the grift that's been going on for fucking years that women have been able to get away with, that men cannot. This is an exclusive to women thing. You don't think that's grifting, to take advantage of the fact that you can do this to men? Wake up. You are a grifter. It's okay. But, like, don't call other people grifters when you're the one grifting, shaking your fucking fake tits around. It's the lowest of low grift. It is.
We need to defund.
Again, I don't care that women do this, but it's more so the fact that you're telling people who are using their fucking brains not to use their brains. Like, what do you want them to do? Show their ass and tits? Is that what you want? Is that all women can do? Do you believe that all women need to be fucking whores to make money? You used to play games, but now look at you, shaking your shit around. What? Like, where are you, man? What is going on? You had no parents in your life. Crazy. Preying on desperate men,
and then we need
yeah.
to put them on the Nuremberg trials for moderators. Explain why you let Extra keep talking during this stream. Or face the wall. When did you pay them? Never. We have to defund them by literally taxing them at this point.
No, yeah. You should respect actual prostitutes more, because there is a type of person that can exist online, and it's not all audiences, but it might be 5, it might be 10%. You can't really tell. But everyone has met people who lack social cues and they are susceptible to this. There are people out there that don't have everything functioning, and people attribute the same type of people to DSP's long-term fans. They're just on some sort of spectrum, and they are your easiest targets, and Pokimane does the same thing. And that's why I'm always against Pokimane. You know? I don't care, like, why don't you just transition back into doing games and stuff? I've never liked when women do this. This is the lowest form of content. I could do it. You've heard me, even in my odd moments where I make weird moany noises. Like, clearly, if I had no fucking moral ground to stand on, I would be doing this because it would be easy money. Let's be for fucking real. But I have a dad, and I love my dad, and he loves me. And it's taught me not to be a fucking whore for money. And it's also, if I were doing that as a married woman too, like, I would feel like I was sinning constantly because I'm Catholic. Hey, it's a two-way street. Men, you also got to stop being so horny, control your wallets and your penis, okay, guys? Stop giving into shit like this. Yeah, I really do. And that's why I'm always telling Gundo to stream more, because I think men need to have better role models to understand when you're getting played. You know? She doesn't give a fuck about her audience. You're all wallets. If people are doing nothing but sexual content, they only view you as a wallet. Understand that. I love Husbanus and I respect him. Yes. Yes, it's part of the Bible tells me to do that. You got to respect people in your life. You respect your father. You respect your mother. You know, you respect your significant other. You respect people around you. You uphold people around you. And I have nothing but, again, deep down, from an actual personal perspective, I have zero issue with Lucy Pyre. I really do. I don't care. You can do this. Just understand that you can't tell people what to do when you do this, when it's like the lowest level grift. This is the lowest level grift.
Pretty damning evidence that you can't deny it. But moderators will say that it never happened. Moderators will say that it never happened. The gaslighting will be insane. All mods should be required to have screen capture so we know what they are doing. True. Where's your body cam? Mods, turn your body cam on right now. I didn't see them do it. You're lying. You're lying. How could you lie? You were in the stream at the time.
Here, let's get to the part now.
Show the logs, mods. Do it. Show the logs. Prove.
7:14.
Don't be honest then. Don't be honest. Stop being honest. I don't care about honesty unless it serves me, okay? Now, you thought I was lean woke? Think again.
Even too, she kind of just gave it away there. I don't care about honesty unless it serves me. Girl, what? What the fuck? Narcissistic shit did I just hear? It's fucking Joe Pesci? What the fuck is even that? I never even heard that part of the clip. What the hell? I only care about honesty if it help. What?
Think again. I only like honesty when it serves my purposes. Sound like something a chud leaning would say. It's over for me. I keep shifting back and forth in the middle of this stream. No one will ever bone max like you. Whoa, Eugenia. I'm gonna pretend to not know who you're talking about. Me when I pretend to not know what you're talking about. I don't know who that is, Ulu. You've been swaying back and forth? I am. I'm just, a swayer. I am swaying back and forth, and I'm literally swaying back and forth. The wokeness serves as a cover. The perfect cover-up story for Lucy Pyre. So whenever she says some real crazy chud shit, you can just brush it under the rug and say, but she leans woke. And what's like the Cope soy jack face? The one where he's like crying and like gritting his teeth and his eyes are like turning red. But she leans woke. It says right here, she leans woke, Your Honor. Your Honor, the badge of woke is right here. Now I'd be proud if you were chud. Guys, I need to correct the spreadsheet. All right? We need to correct the spreadsheet. Okay? I propose we keep everything the same. However, we add one, just grifter. Just simply grifter. Okay? I saw.
And would you qualify as a grifter then? Miss Titty Maxing?
A lot of people assigned chud who are just grifter. They're not.
How many women actually have the breasts to back up their model? Huh? How many? How many? If you don't have tits that big in real life and they don't bounce like that, are you a grifter? Since we're just making up who's allowed to be grifted and who's not, and who's allowed to make content and who's not, girl, put those away. You're grifting. Don't you understand you're grifting?
Chud.
Fucking women self-awareness level, -100. That's my gender. So glad. It's the same way when I look over and I almost get sideswiped by a car and it's a fucking woman. God damn it! Learn how to drive! You're making the stereotype true. And this is the same thing. Women, accountability, women, and self-reflection. What is that? Why is that a lost art amongst women these days? We never used to be like this. We used to give birth to children and run the household. Like you were important. You were important and like you were smart and clever. Like, you know, I just feel like just because you might not have been out there doing the physical labor, you were still very much required and everything. And look at this. Absolutely talentless.
They're not chud. Go look at their previous post history 3 years ago. 3 years ago, they were explaining being non-binary. Now all of a sudden they're a chud. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. You can't fool me. I'm not that stupid. Hydration.
And why is it only leftists do this type of shit? Like, why are you even, who cares? I have never, other than like Hassan Piker, who's abused his dog, and Pokimane, who does the same shit as this, I generally don't critique people. I generally just don't care. I don't care. Do what you want. You know, find your own niche. But the second you try to tear someone else down, don't be shocked when people like me and other people start shitting on you. Because again, you're asking for it. I don't even care. Keep doing this all you want, but just understand, you're the fucking grifter here, girl. Dude, please. Please understand.
Another word that's lost all meaning. My definition of grifter, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, is somebody who doesn't actually believe what they're saying, but they've realized that saying certain things...
I think a grifter is anyone who lies. And I think a grifter is anyone who goes into something knowing that's going to get them the most money. Like showing bouncy titties. Like, let's be for fucking real. Let's be for real here.
Gains them an audience, and that's why they say it. That's my definition of a grifter. I think that's what a grifter is. Correct me if I have the wrong one.
Well, I've corrected
Snake oil salesman. Many such cases, Chatty. Many such...
Again, snake oil salesman? Hello? What is she doing to you right now, men in chat? Wake the fuck up. If she respected you, she wouldn't have this fucking model right now, fully visible. Be for real. You know, most streamers have this setup, you know, where it's like chest up. Like, I don't even have tits on my model because I'm married. Good Lord. As I said, I tend to believe most VTubers are hogs with voice changers. I bet this one is. Sounds like it.
Cases.
Again, I'm just saying that to be mean. I don't think you can actually hear chubbiness in a voice unless they're like breathing heavy. But like, I just don't understand this mentality. I just don't get it. Like, why? How can you call people grifters? It just breaks my brain. It just breaks my brain. Your anime titties have no effect on me!
They rehearse talking points and like they look at what other people who actually believe those things say and then they copy it and then they try to garner
1918. She respects as much as you respect me. Wow.
For that audience.
Hey, black number 1918. When you came into my stream last week and you started giving me money, one of the first things I brought up was that I was married because I just didn't want to lead you on. I was worried because I hadn't recognized your name and you were being so supportive. I was like, oh no, you know, you better chill out. Like, I'm married, but then you still supported me anyways. And I'm glad, you know, I'm happy that it doesn't bother you. But I feel weird about it because I know that this mindset is really prevalent amongst VTubers. And I wonder why. I have to worry about that. It's because people like this exist. And it's kind of set the tone for a lot of the VTubing space that all you can do is shake your titties. And I don't believe that. I think people behind VTuber models can use their brain and talk about world issues if they want to. And if you want to be a hoe and try and just get easy money, then by all means. I've never ripped on her before. That's I even used her as an example as like she was wrongfully banned in my Twitch video. I got nothing against her. I don't care. It was more, again, because at that point I was pointing out the hypocrisies of Twitch that like you can show buttholes and toes, but she couldn't show her model. I defended her and now I'm shitting on her. And I'm happy that she is successful, but at the same time, like, people get this big and they just think that they can tear down whoever they want. Like, come back to fucking reality.
Grifter. And I think there are some people who get labeled a grifter who are unfairly labeled a grifter, but there are a lot of people who, yeah, it's fair. Like, it's fair. So they are like a chameleon. Chameleon. Can we start naming names? You don't like it when I vague post? There's this one VTuber who, you know, I forget the name, but I remember,
she doesn't forget the name.
You know, first hearing about this VTuber because she got really mad at another VTuber for like copying her design. But I believe her design was something very generic and very basic. That it'd be like me getting mad at another VTuber for having white hair and demon horns. That'd be like me like going to them and being like, "You're fucking copying me because you have white hair and demon horns." That'd probably be what that is. And you know, they kind of lost traction after that drama because people thought.
Set apart servant. You can be smart and be Christ-like as well. It's ridiculous the left wants you to come to their side or they hate you. I'm literally leftist, but I just still believe in law enforcement. And I believe that, you know, if we are going to have these social services set up, that I don't want Somalians taking all the money. And that has labeled me as a rightoid. And it has labeled me as a chud. And it's like, okay, cool. Way to push people away from your own side. I wouldn't vote Democrat if they're going to keep upholding these types of people. I don't see enough Democratic politicians calling these people out for the bad people they are. And I don't like that. I feel like they're leaning into it and they're trying to rile people up like that. And they're running with the narrative. Left is good. Right is bad. And that's just so fucking stupid. It's so stupid. There's no such thing. There's bad people and there's good people. And they can vote any fucking way they want. You know? It doesn't change the politics. It just means there's an asshole talking on behalf of the political side that they identify with. It is not indicative of politics. But the fact that it's not being condemned, I don't want anything to do with that. And I immediately feel pity for the right because the right are the ones being demonized and made to be evil for some reason. Half of my family is right-leaning and half of it is left-leaning, and I love all of them, and they're all good people. There's no such thing as good versus evil when it comes to politics. There's just good people, and there's bad people, period. And I also think that's why it's important to talk about politics on streams. It's a benefit to society to talk about things where we're different, but we can still agree. Because there's more things we agree about than we disagree about. you know, and disagreeing over a small minutia in life does not make you evil. And saying that that's true, that people are evil for feeling a certain way, bitch, you're evil, you know, or whoever's saying it. There's no such thing. There's no such thing. And I absolutely refuse to apply myself to an ideology that is going to take the population, split it down the middle, and say this side good, that side bad. Absolutely not. Absolutely fucking not. The first boyfriend I had that technically sexually assaulted me, he voted left. You know, I'm pretty sure that's a bad person. But he's a good guy now? Is he absolved of all his sins because he voted left? It's so stupid. It's so stupid. It doesn't make any fucking sense. It's one of the most low IQ takes that has become so pervasive online that it's got to stop. And the way you stop it is talking about it. You know? I could be another dime a dozen titty streamer, but I don't think the world needs more titty streamers right now. I'm a person who's leftist, and I want more people on the left who are common sense, that have common sense and employ common sense to talk and overwrite these fucking insane leftists that have taken over the narrative. Fuck off with that shit. You cannot claim politics is the reason you're doing this when everything you do is apolitical. You know, there's nothing political about wishing violence on someone. That's criminal. Okay? Cheering on people's death because you disagreed with them, you're a fucking ape. You are literally on par with a goddamn monkey at that point because you have zero self-awareness because you heard a couple clips of debate. Debate is all about playing devil's advocate and running with the facts. When I did debate in class, my teacher would make a point to put you on the side that they thought you disagreed with because it makes you employ, like, rationality. It makes you employ trying to put yourself in someone else's shoes and understanding why this might be. Like, it's a good thought exercise to do. And you can walk away from the debate still feeling the way you feel, but it's still good to exercise and understand why some people might feel differently than that. And so many people don't take debate class that they didn't understand that, and they cheered on someone's death when he died in one of the most horrendous ways. I can't think of the last time something like that happened in a public setting. You know, you're trying to debate people at a school. It's fucking pathetic how far we've fallen, and leading and this type of mindset is what killed Charlie Kirk. I refuse to believe otherwise. The fact that this mentality has been allowed to fester for so fucking long is directly at fault for the death of Charlie Kirk. And some people will be like, well, who fucking cares? He was evil anyways. No, he fucking wasn't, man. Wake up. Wake up. You see a couple clips online and you think that's indicative of a person? You didn't know him. Unless you were getting coffees with him and he bullied you in school or something, you just need to shut the fuck up.
It was like, you know, kind of cringe. But then they started grifting. It's really fucking obvious when it's that. I feel like you see this once a month. I feel like you do see this once a month, at least when it...
Again, grifting as she goes back and forth. She makes sure to do this a lot because it keeps her titties bouncing. It's just... It is like the most oxymoronic take to have. To be doing that and then saying like, people shouldn't be grifting. Oh, I stretched. Oh, it feels like an orgasm. Oh my God. Oh yeah, but don't grift. Don't talk about politics, you fucking dumb bitch.
Comes to VTubers accusing other VTubers of like copying them, yes, you do see it once a month.
All Charlie wanted to do was
Does she have any
talk.
idea how little this narrows it down? This just goes to show you how fucking common it is, man. It just fucking goes to show you how common it is.
Again, all of this can be said about showing your tits.
90% of the VTubers
but,
starting
hey,
shit are
who
just
cares?
V-tweeters that never stream. This is true. This is true. But, you know, streaming's not everything, guys. Streaming's not everything. If you're a VTuber hopeful right here, right now, I just want to let you know, don't do politics.
Don't
talk about politics. You know, maybe Lucy shouldn't even be talking about politics as much as I guess she kind of sort of is.
Bitch,
maybe
go to
a little
church!
bit right now. But don't do it.
One of my
Don't do
favorite
it.
songs to listen to, even though I guess maybe it's a bit crass. It's like, if you're a scared motherfucker, go to church. But I always just say the part, go to church. Go to church. My God. Girl, please. I don't want to be taken like, don't tell people, like, that's like someone saying like, hey, you, stop writing that essay over there. Start shaking your tits instead. Like, stop employing critical thinking. Turn your brain all the way off, honey. Just shake your titties. Why don't you just do that instead? Like, why do you want to be analytical? Don't you just want to take the easiest route into your audience's wallet? Don't you want to gather a chat full of fucking desperate men? I guarantee most of the people in chat aren't married. Fuck.
Well, like, making a couple jokes here and there is fine. Don't do politics.
I'm sorry, yeah, I'll stop moaning. But you know what I mean? Like, that's how easy it is for women to do it. It is fucking easy. How do you think you're not grifting in someone talking about politics, which requires like a higher level of thought, is grifting? And this is not. Like, I've never been so flabbergasted with hypocrisy in my life. And again, like, she's also like a huge streamer. She's got more than enough audience to not shit on another person creating, you know? And now she's made this thing where I'm not the only one, but there's a lot of the other streamers who are now calling her out for being a hypocrite. Because she is. And even some of those are lewd tubers. It's like, just understand, like, you're in your lane, you know? It's like, that's your lane right now, by all means. But, like, don't think that you're not grifting. You are the biggest grift.
Such a bad
The easiest grift.
idea. I mean, unless that's your thing, unless you want to talk about it 24/7 all the time, don't do politics, because if you talk about it even a single time in like very concrete terms, then that's what people are going to expect from you, and they're going to push you further and further and further into that territory, and then you will be locked into having that audience and nothing else.
No, you won't.
And
again, you're locked into having a simp audience.
that sounds really unfun to me, but I mean, I guess if politics is your thing, sure, do that. You should instead run a news channel. Neutral. Yeah.
People can't understand that most people are running news. It's like you are just giving your perspective on the news, and then your chat comes in and gives their perspective. Unlimited grift, unlimited power! The ghast has been flabbered. Such a silly mindset. It's so low IQ, and like it just lacks self-reflection. Kirsch played the games last week and she had the same numbers. Ayo. Yeah. Atlas, why you bored? I think she is right there. The left will force you further and further into politics. I feel like I would just be like a game and chill streamer if I didn't feel so offended with the current mindset of the left. Or again, the loud, insane online majority that has labeled the left as an insane place to be. And they also label the right as evil. Pure evil. Ugh. The Morning Muse. They just tried it with Emaru. Yeah. How is it? It's always women going after other successful women. It's shameless. Atlas Protect. I mean, we're Husbanus' Sims. I gotta keep them away from you. You guys are thirsty. Thirsty. Anyways, I'm sorry for the rant. I just can't stand it. I can't stand it. She obviously means right-wing politics. Ayo! Thank you! That's exactly what she's saying. It's pathetic. And I've been called right-leaning because I still believe that ICE should exist as a law enforcement agency. Like, that's how fucking far we've fallen as a society. It used to be pretty basic across the board that people understood law enforcement good. Are there bad apples in law enforcement? 100%. Does that mean that we should throw the whole thing out? No. Like, please. That's such a childish way of thinking. Like, it's not working. Time to throw the whole thing out. No, you got to fix it. But these people, everything is black and white. And it's always the people who are so accepting to having, like, there be, like, 20 different genders that think all facts have to be black and white when they don't even, like, subscribe to that model of thinking when it comes to their own biology, even though that's how we come out, you know? It's madness. It feels like we're in the craziest timeline with the craziest people.
Run a neutral news channel. Good luck with that. Hydration.
Yeah, it's hard to run a neutral news channel when the left is fucking insane and it's coming from someone who votes left, typically. But I wouldn't with this current mindset. It's just like, have these people ever stopped to think critically in their lives to realize that it never used to be like this? Even if you don't ever want to agree with the right, or on the right, you never want to agree with the left, you also can't change the fact is that it never used to be like this. This whole politics being a make or break type thing in someone's relationship with one another has only really started, I feel, since like 2018 or something. Very recently. It was never like this. I've been friends with people all over the place. I have people who are friends in real life that are trans, you know? I have friends all over the place. Like, I have friends that came from Russia, people that I went to with people who attended school with me, all over the world kind of thing, type of people. Like, I just don't understand. All of a sudden now, there's like very specific rules, you know? It's like, you're not allowed to talk to people on the other side of the don't you want a war to start? You realize that historically, this is how you get people to kill one another, when you try and make them believe that they're evil because they have a different ideology than you. That's literally been since the dawn of time how wars start. And it's like you're playing the game. You're getting moved around like a pawn on a goddamn board.
Or if you're bi, then you'll be labeled lean woke no matter what. Emerald's like, Lucy Pyre is not fucking woke. I won't stand for this shit. You think just because she's bisexual, she deserves to be called fucking lean woke? Do you know how many times she's thrown microaggressions at me just for being a woman and you call her lean woke? Jesus Christ, man. Anyway, the wokes don't accept, nobody accepts me, Chatty. Chatty, I'm all alone. No one knows what it's like to be the chud tuber, to be the woke looter. Every day. I would call those macroaggressions. Me when I say I hate women, that's a microaggression somehow. Guys, chill. Lucy Pyre just has internalized misogyny, which is different from being wait, no. Is that different from being a pick-me? I actually can't tell. I couldn't tell you. I haven't thought too hard about this. I haven't cooked this one yet. No, I gotta put that one in the oven, let it bake for a while. There's nothing lean about Lucy. Exactly, my
Make it stop.
I got a microaggression right here.
Again, dude, keep in mind, she does not stop moving her model back and forth because it's what keeps the tits going. Like, and as like, it's just like, I don't think she sees how it's so it's so hypocritical. Like, as you're sitting there making sure your tits always jiggle, you're just like calling people grifters. It literally, like, how do you have someone understand how silly they are? I forgot the way she was talking with those hips jiggling. Ditzy ADHD irritant. Just mute the video and let it play. Son of a bitch. Stay strong, my brothers. And you see what I mean? The fact that you guys are reacting like that at all? So would you agree that this is a grift? If it brings out like a carnal energy in men? Is that not the definition of a grift? Yes? We got one yes. I don't care personally. Basically, all tubers do it. Again, I want to be clear. I'm just being very critical of her right now. I don't care about lewd tubers, but you can't be a lewd tuber and tell people to do different types of content or not to do different types of content when you are like the lowest level grift. Clearly, like, being a prostitute is one of the world's oldest professions. Women will continue to do this till infinity and beyond, and men will follow. You know, it doesn't change that. And I don't think, I mean, she can do whatever she wants, but she should just shut the fuck up when it comes to telling other people what to do, you know, and calling them grifters. It's like, look in the mirror, baby. You're a grifter, you know? I'm not, and I've never had an issue with her before. I've even used her, like I said, in a video. I'm just being hypercritical, and it probably comes off as anger, but I'm just trying to go from the perspective of how stupid this is. It could, and again, like I said, like, she wouldn't have to be shaking her tits. Even if she was playing a game, I would still find it hypocritical. But this is like the lowest level of low. This is like the easiest content to do. I mean, look at the amount of money girls on OnlyFans are making for no skill whatsoever. Like, we should not be funneling money into people who provide a net negative for society, but we're doing it anyways. Like, yeah, it bothers me, but I can't I don't make it my point to bring up OnlyFans models and call them losers and call them grifters, and you know what I mean? And the reason I'm calling her a grifter now is because she did it to Powder, and I just disagree. I feel like Powder is giving her honest opinion on things. And for whatever reason, if you give your honest opinion and it's not left-leaning, then you're a grifter. It's weird. But yeah. She's not Lucy in her real life. Her entire persona is a grift. Yeah. Yeah. Like this is yeah, exactly. Like it is a grift. Like this is a grift. What you're doing when you're moaning, when you're talking about orgasms, when you're being overtly sexual.
Pants grab. He's microaggressing me so fucking hard right now, dude. Oh. Wait, is microaggression just another word for flirting? Now that I think about it. Because you know how they used to say the guy will, like, pull your hair if he likes you? So if he's, like, being mean to you, does that mean that's, like, microaggression, but it's, like, flirting? Kinda, right? Right? I'm onto something here. I mean, if you kind of like it, I kind of do.
The OnlyFans model said she loved me.
When people are, like, mean, but, like, in a nice way. I don't know how to explain it. You know, I like bants. I like bantering. I don't like it when people are super mean. And, like, they really mean it. But if I can tell they're banting, I don't mind too much. I think that microaggressions are not real.
But she doesn't understand she was just being mean.
I think when most people say microaggressions, I think they mean...
Bye-bye, Mr. J.
Nope. Guys, I have not cooked this statement. This statement is uncooked and unbaked. I should probably not say it. Guys, I think when people say, microaggression, I think that they mean, you know, when people do these little things that they don't realize says a lot about who they are. Wrong with this. Nothing wrong with this. It just slips out, okay?
I don't know where the rest of this is going.
I was talking to my doctor, and then this black nurse walks in. Sees nothing wrong with that. I think that's what people are talking about, Chatty. When they say a microaggression, it's just little things that, like, when you hear it, you're like, oh, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? That's my grandma. She's just like my grandma. Yeah, grandmas, they tend to be very similar to each other. Yeah, lived in a different time. You don't have to tell me twice.
Weird. Just weird. What a weird time we live in. These are strange times, my boy. Matt, with the $2, Lucy is pure troll. Please understand. What? I think you spelt grifter wrong. You spelled TROOL. It's GRI. Yeah, I'm just messing around. I'm just being funny. Again, I have no hate in my heart for Lucy. That was just over emotionally engaged criticism. I don't actually care. She's not the first, she's not the last. But just understand, if you're shaking titties on screen in front of an audience of majoritatively men, you're doing something because it's easy, all right? Like, that's it. Like, there's no shame in it. If that's all you want to do, that's what you want to do. If it makes you happy, it makes you happy. It's not going to make me happy. It's against my religion, but that's fine. I just don't think that you should be telling people to do that shit when you do stuff that's of a lower echelon. I don't know. I think I'm a misogynist now. Is this misogyny? People like that use the term microaggression, are fake and gay and regarded professional victims at work. Yes. I want off Goofy's log ride. Do you hate us? I can't stand this woman's voice. Hey, I mean... I hate my own voice. I don't want to rip on people's voices. I have more of a problem with what she was saying, and then also the way she was acting and not understanding that making sexual content is a grift. I don't know. For real, just get the bag. I don't tell other people to grift when you're grifting. Yes, that was the only takeaway I really wanted to get at. Yeah. I hate her now because of the cringe she inflicted upon me. I also love Leaflet's AI music. Yes! I've listened to some of those. I like your voice. I like the sass that comes out of it. Thank you. I appreciate that. I mean, again, like, I don't want to rip on her for things like that. I want to rip on her for the words she said. and the hypocrisy that aligns with those words. When's karaoke? Yeah, sorry. I'm going to do karaoke. When will I do that? Maybe, no, Wednesdays when Gundo sometimes streams. I mean, unless I karaoke with Gundo, I bet he wouldn't want to do that. That's a good question. I got in a really weird place over the weekend, so whoopsie. As requested, please find the attached buyout invoice. Hey, yo, finally. Yeah, someone came to my dad's house in one after he had a stroke and switched his hot water heater to a tankless water heater, and it was like $8,000. And they finally sent me the buyout after I threatened them. I was like, I will sue you. I am at my wit's end. Perfect. How much do I owe? Where? Buyout invoice. And the documents that they made him sign. $6,552.98 still remaining. On a water heater that, by the way, I looked it up at Home Depot was about $1,800. Man, people, look out for your elderly parents. If you have some, keep on their ass. Because these people just came to his door. And they made him believe that his hot water heater wasn't working, and he took their word for it. He was like fresh off a stroke. He doesn't even remember doing it. He still, to this day, when I call him, he says that he needs to get a hot water heater back in the house because he doesn't understand.
has given a big juicy cash money tip of 1. Using with Gundam is glorito den Yakuza.
I maybe. Thank you, Yam, for the $1. Yeah, so you better watch out. They came to his door and he didn't think to call me or anything like that. It wasn't until I showed up at the house and I went down into the basement to change like the filter on his furnace. And I was like, where the fuck's the hot water heater? And I like look around the corner. There's one of those tankless ones on the wall. And it's got some business name on it. I look up that business. They're out of fucking, they've gone bankrupt now. And then the debt's been sold off to this other company. And it's like just so disgusting. And part of me thinks that they do this and go bankrupt just so you can't chase them. And like, what am I supposed to do? Chase the company that now bought out his loan? Oh, I could kill them. It's fine, but I'll pay for this. Fuckers. Motherfuckers. Haha, Gundam. Liberal here in Brazil is right wing. Son of a bitch. Anyways, little diverge. I'm glad they finally sent that over because I was like fuming over that the other day. They were being, dude, I've tried to call them multiple times and they don't pick up their phones. And like I even went, when I was at Canada last, I was on the phone for like over an hour trying to get to them. And then I was on the line with Canadian like fraud prevention basically. And then I just laid a threat at them over email. Then suddenly they were like, oh, just send us your POA papers and we'll send that along. Fuckers. You could fight it in court, but you'll end up paying either way. It's true. I'd rather just pay it and get it over with. But it's just like another shitty scam happening to old people. It's like he bought an electric vehicle and it never showed up. And my dad, being the old school man he is, paid in fucking cash. You know, $9,700 gone. And it's part of it ate up a bunch of his savings. Like, fuck, man. It's annoying. I hate it. I hate that people pick on old people. Like elderly. Like, anyone who does this to elderly people, like, I would love to see the death penalty. I don't even fucking care. I'm sorry. If you think that they're an easy target, you just don't deserve to breathe oxygen anymore. I would bring the death penalty back for so much shit if I was in charge, and that's why you shouldn't put me in charge. People would just be bubbled. Oh, you touched a child? Your dick comes off. Someone replied to a comment because someone was like, someone graped a pregnant dog. And I said, people should just lose their dick for that. And someone replied and said, and stick it to his forehead. And I was like, that's brilliant. Because everywhere you walk, you would just be like shamed for the rest of your life because there's like a shriveled dick attached to your forehead. Everyone knows what you did. It's so funny. I'd love to do that. You know, and if you do something like you touch a children or harm a child, like, I mean, you could also just be bubbled. What do you need to breathe oxygen for? You'd agree with all of Robert Lowe's politics, I reckon. And I want the best for people. I really do. But at the end of the day, like, I mean, I always bring up when people are like, that sounds so harsh. Read the fucking Old Testament. Come back to me about being harsh. Phew. There's some wild shit. There's some wild shit. Forgive me, Nyanus. The power is too much for me. Anxiety. Oh my God. Did you put me in some sort of leather? I have to go to your page for that. Did you put me in like in a Lucy Pyre outfit? That's so fucking, that's unhinged. How do I go to channel? I can't, that's so messed up. All right, 1 second, let me put this on screen. How do I? That's messed up. That's messed up. But it's also funny. Look how big those knockers are too. Holy moly. Holy moly. Got some triple J action. Some H's. And the welfare grifters go to the camps. What the hell? Yes. Yeah, I'm so tired of that too. Because like, I want there to be social services for people down on their luck. I really do. And it just sucks that these people just show up and they're like, I'm going to lie until I get it too. Like, fuck. Lack of morals. Put them in the fields. Put them to the fields to work. I had an uncle who was on welfare in Canada, but he was actually like disabled and unable to work. And he barely got enough to like survive on his payout. But it's because the system's full of people just taking advantage of it. Like for every one person that actually needs it, it feels like there's 10 that are just like lying to get on it. They have no injuries. They're just fucking lazy and they don't want to work. Nyanus, you could make tasteful images of Nyanus. I could Lucy Max with those. I could, but I won't because I have morals that I hold myself to and I don't expect everyone to hold the same morals I hold. So it's okay. You know? It's not for me. LMAFAO, that man is ultra gooner mode. Hey, don't rip on anxiety. It's nothing but love. It's Rupert Lowe, sure, called Rupert is a man of the people. I don't believe it. I've never heard of him. Never heard of him. They're very impressive. You look good, though. Look at the upgrade. What the hell? People tend to forget humans are humans and will find exploits. It's true. It's true. No, it's true. People will cheat. You know, it's like the ABCs, always be cheating or whatever, something like that. Bits goal for 3 hours ago. What the heck? Oh, thank you with the 49 bits. Quasicodia, it's my favorite butt cat. Hello, butt cat. Here's some doorknobs. Thank you. I need to check my back ends more often. I also feel like I've gotten a lot of followers on Twitch recently. I have 349 now. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. How's Kick doing? I check my Kick back end here. So many new follows. Holy shit, thank you. And Glitched Bob gifted a sub. Thank you. My crusade against Chair Sama on hold. Until we bonk anxiety into submission. Yeah, Chair Sama will be back. Husbanus is on a work trip right now. Right, meow. Meow. What else we got to yap about? I got other stuff. But anyways, let that be a lesson. Don't throw bricks from glass houses. You know, if you're gonna criticize someone, make sure you've criticized yourself first. I criticize myself deep down all the time. Oh, don't worry about it. I beat myself up. It's probably why I don't mind when people bully me in chat, because it's like there is nothing you can say to me that isn't 20 times, like my brain is 20 times worse than anything someone can say to me. I am so hard on myself. Sometimes after I get off a stream, I just want to delete it because I feel cringe as fuck. I'd rather be like this, though, than be so out to lunch that I didn't understand, like, my strengths and my weaknesses. This is so fake. Dude, they're doing it again. Mom, Dad, Amaranth and her husband are fake fighting for clout and money again. Mom, because why would you be filming this? I think too many people see stuff online and they're just like, they believe it's real and they never stop to think like, wait, why is there a camera there? And you see this all the time with like, they like have like pretend arrests and things like that, but the camera's not coming from anyone's body cam. It's like someone holding a camera. Wake up. Wake up. They're fighting again. God, look at, they're really going up to like 100. Look at Nick L. And they're like, come on, man. It's all so tiresome. talking about grifters. Here's a real grift. Here is like one of the best grifts of all time, Amaranth, and her relationship with her husbanus. No, her husband. I don't even want to bring husbanus's name into it.
I'm holding the laptop!
What the fuck?
Are you trying to take
I'm doing what? Let go!
What's wrong with you? I was holding the laptop! You're trying to physically rip it from my fingers!
It's my laptop.
No, it's
So
not!
I asked you.
Yeah,
I asked you.
Dude, why would you be filming this other than you know it's what gets you clout? The only time Amaranth ever pops off is like when, or at least as of late, is when it's like her husband is being abusive. Yet then you see them like going on all these expensive vacations and shit. What are you trying to do? Like save up for another trip on the yacht? Like I'm so confused. This fake. It's so fake. And like look at too the way it's like, oh, it's really nice that like in the middle of fighting your wife, you made sure to flip the screen so people saw the context of what you were doing. Does this actually work for anyone? Like, is anyone still falling for this? Or does everyone just treat this like some shitty soap opera? I'm so confused. I'm so confused. It's Filipino soap opera? Yes! They can act better than these two. Oh my God. And the dramatic, I think one of my favorite things about Filipino soap operas is like the very dramatic angles, and they like zoom in on like a girl's face and it's all like sparkly and blurred and crying and stuff. It's almost artistic. It's I like that they have their own style. You know you're watching one because of like what they're doing. At least they know what they're doing too. This, I almost have like a hard time playing it because I know how fucking fake it is. Like I'm getting goosebumps. I get goosebumps when I get cringed out. It's like my anxiety. I don't know, man. Oof. Chilly. So he could talk directly to the phone. It's crazy people take it seriously. I mean, yeah, she's probably going to get a bump from this regardless of how we feel.
I was holding the laptop! You're trying to physically rip it from my fingers!
It's my laptop.
No, it's
So
not!
I asked you.
Also, too, they make so much money, like, you probably have more than one fucking laptop. This is all so tiresome. It's true art.
What?
Why are you insane? What is wrong with you? You literally took my duffel bag and dumped it all out. That's why I ran away. I was scared of you. And I had to get a new key card to get back in this room because I had nothing on me. I didn't
You know the zoom? Yeah, it's like a zoom where they like they like hold their chest and it zooms into their face. Oh yeah. I don't really watch any like particular series or anything like that, but I did go to school with a bunch of Asians, and my first abusive boyfriend was technically Filipino. So, you know, his family was nice. I liked his family. His grandmother loved me, and his grandmother loved to put those on. I don't you know. But sad thing, he just ended up being a fucking monster. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
I didn't make you leave!
You scared me by taking my duffel bag and dumping everything on the ground. And
Okay, so let's review.
You were like,
I was in another room as you. You ran.
It's so fucking phony. He keeps changing the camera back and forth. I'm glad the chat calls it out. Rusty Shank, okay, this is scripted. The acting is terrible, LOL. I guess it's kind of cut off by my stream, but that's what it says.
Into my room, told me to fuck off.
LOL Filipino, that's a new term. I'll claim it for myself. That's what I always... I don't know. I like to say things funny. But I've called... Like, there was other Filipinos in the class, and I don't know, like, when you're in animation, everyone has a sense of humor, so at some point I called them Filipinos, and they fucking loved it.
You're not scared! You're not scared.
I was in here. I said, stop being like this.
You were here, and then you were going here, and you go, fuck off then. You're approaching me.
Like, this is such a non-issue. No adult fights over computers like this. This is a childish thing. This is not real. We all know it's fake, but I keep pausing it because I'm actually cringing so hard. I'm cringing so hard, I'm having, like, a bodily reaction to it. Is that doing that to anyone else here? Is anyone else feeling it, like, in their chest? I understand recording the fight, but flipping the camera pose for selfies is batshit crazy. On a brighter note, 3 days until you get Diablo 2. Let's fucking go! Congratulations. My face is turning inside out. That's a great way to describe cringe. It feels like that's what's happening to my stomach. It feels like my rib cage is somehow turning inside out upon itself. Ooh. Ooh. How do you do this?
You run to the room, you grab like that.
I go to the other room. I go to the.
Hey, I'll give him this. I'll give Lucy this. This is cringing me out harder than Lucy. Because I've seen people be hoes online before. That's nothing new. But this. Oh my god, it takes two to tango at this level. The fact that there's two fucking fully fledged adults who are multimillionaires, by the way, are doing this, it gets me to my very core. This is visceral cringe. This is like 5-star restaurant cringe. Like, this is peak of the peaks, chef special. You know, this is like, hooey. Holy moly.
The room. She runs out of the room. No, I'm scaring her.
Show them then! Show them where you dumped my duffel bag out! Now you don't want to show them because you know that you're looking at the wrong!
I want to know!
You don't want to show
We're
them
gonna finish it.
Yeah, it's all... Okay, wait, stop. Let's do it, I'm going to show them, Your duffel bag is all the way over there.
Yeah, and you dumped everything out! It was right here!
So you're saying you're right here? You're saying you're right here? You're scared of me?
I didn't go to the fucking thing! I wasn't scared till you started...
How do you have such a mess? You're traveling right now? Again, it's clearly something that they set up for the shot, but... It doesn't even make sense where things are. Like, the shoes and everything? What? Like, there's a fucking bucket of sauce and some garbage? What the hell mise-en-scene is this? Michelin star cringe. $800 a plate type shit. Thank you, yes. That was what I was looking for, like a Michelin star. This has a Michelin star.
I wasn't scared till you started taking my stuff and dumping it everywhere.
Oh, because you're PTSD. The robbers touched your stuff, so I...
Oh, you gotta bring up the last time you guys went viral. Because nothing's happened between there and then. Damn, this is the third time I come back to stream and there is some drama. I mean, I don't know if this is drama or if this is just, like, the deep cuts of cringe.
I don't care anymore.
Lucy is goofy cringe. This is primordial. That's true. That is true memories of Rem. Dying at work. Have fun, chat and cat. Bye-bye, summer whiskey. They have to be coked out of their mind. Yes. That's gotta be it. They probably hype themselves up to do something like this.
Yeah, you never.
So my question is this. What do you want to do with my laptop? Fair question.
Oh my goodness. I didn't even have that bookmarked. It was just when I opened Twitter, it was on the front of my feed. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for doing that to you. Oh, that hurt. That hurt. I need to drink some water. Oh my god, I just stretched and I didn't have an orgasm. How did I do that? I'm talented. Very talented whammon. Very multi-talented. Multi-talented whammon. Drama performance. Oh, I got blocked by Advanced GG. They blocked me because I made fun of them. And I even thought that my meme wasn't that good. I realized I should have put the happy cat on the top and I should have put the stabby stab at the bottom. Because I did a thing where I retweeted a fucking whole ass company. I didn't even really say anything mean. I just said fixed it for you. And they blocked me. Look at this. They blocked me. I can't believe it. Why would you block me? You scared of the truth? Does the truth hurt? You made your bed. But anyways, I realized I should have put this on top because Rev and Straub are so fucking cute together. You know, I should have put them on top. I should have put another cat too. And then I should have put the stabby on the bottom. But, you know, hindsight's 20/20. But I thought there was like a really funny thing right here. Just lying. Like, this just happened like the other week. Pilot Rock, you idiots cut ties with a couple because they were Christian and agreed with law enforcement so you could pander to vile terrorists who support lawless murder. Advanced, that's not true at all. We work with all types of creators. Then why did you drop Straub just for being adjacent to Rev? Doesn't seem like you're working with all creators. It seems like you go after creators you disagree with. Ma, the weird cat's back again. Pussy ass people blocking you. I'm not shocked. And I thought I was supposed to be the putty cat. That's crazy. They're outdoing me at my own game. Where can I find that? It's been a while. I wanted to see, because Straub made a post about it, how like it stressed her out, and like, you know, the effects that it had on her. And then meanwhile too, there's like, they still have this like VexTuber girl, you know, who says these hateful things. If I will block you if you defend Rev or Straub, you absolute fucking bootlicking weirdos. Fuck Ice and absolutely fuck you. Anyways, I'm muting this now because I'm not putting up with some of you weirdos defending someone who would spit on you if you were on fire, who wouldn't spit on you if you were on fire. I can enjoy who I work for, not like I work with. Demanding something be done, then not allowing them time to do it, you know, get done is insane to me. Fuck Ice, fuck Rev, fuck you if you defend either one. Get back on your knees where you belong and keep licking. Maybe they'll praise you eventually because God knows your parents didn't. It almost offends me that they even type God and capitalize it because I don't think you believe in God. But that's just me. I don't know. I don't know. Weird. Weird. I even I fucking donated to her cancer thing once. I didn't know. I don't have enough time to follow every single streamer and know what their audience is. It just showed up on my feed one day and I felt bad. And even if I don't have a lot, I think I gave her 15. I just, you know, and it basically came out of my for funsies money, you know? And I gave it to her, and I realize now she's a grifter, and I regret it, but, I mean, I don't backcharge or anything. Fucking weirdo. An AI video of Nyanus? Oh, how do I click on that? The links... Sometimes if you post links in my chat, it gets cut off. I have to just go to my back end. Oh, what the hell? Oh, I look evil. Is this me? Is this what I'm like? I'm using my heart eyes superpower. Is this me? I book. What the fuck? Oh, I type so fast. Look at me. Holy shit. What? Why am I moaning? Why do I sound so adorable? And where did my fucking other finger go? Oh, Lord. You wouldn't even like her when she's angry. It was you on the Akko stream. It was. That's sick. That's actually sick. What? I donate from my Clankers Fries budget and have lost 0 pounds. I did. I don't know. I'm Catholic. They tell you to give away 10% of your earnings. They do it. And I don't believe that it has to go necessarily to a religion or anything like that. And I don't know. I saw her talking about cancer. I had no idea who she was. I had no idea. We all make mistakes. I was drinking at the time too. Damn, look at that big index finger. I mean, that happens in animation. You do stretch frames and smear frames and all that type of frames. Anyways, let me see what else I got in my bookmarks. I got sidetracked by that Amaranth cringe. Holy crap. I thought I was looking for something and now I forget. Because, I mean, a poof. Oh yeah, here we go.
As a senior software engineer.
Let's just go over people and their easy jobs. How about that? I mean, I feel like this is more up Gundo's alley, but I still believe that it's fucking wacky that these are even jobs. It's like adult daycare. Here's a little video of some adult daycare. I know you're probably out there you got fucking, I don't even know, calluses all over your hands. You're working, you got back pain because you're working so hard. Okay, well, this girl was working so hard, you know?
Today's my last day as a senior software engineer at Roblox, which means after 5 years, I can finally spill all the unfiltered office tea now that they can't fire me. I start every day at 9 a.m. at my favorite place, the buffet, of course. It's free breakfast every single day. My go-to is
Like, imagine, that's crazy. I was lucky in my job if they gave us like a pizza party. They're like, good job, guys, you hit the goal and you finally finished the whole season of animation and worked tons of unpaid overtime. Here's a pizza.
Zero nutritional value, but it hits every time. Afterwards, a stop at the coffee bar is mandatory. Look at this bear latte
I guess
art.
this is a Roblox studio is where she's working, by the way.
Roblox baristas could literally quit and open a 5-star cafe. Then it's time for meetings because no tech job is complete without endless Zoom calls and scrolling Slack. Lunch is the dangerous part. We've got multiple cafeterias on campus, all with the best food I've ever seen at any tech company. I've definitely gained weight.
Oh my god, my stomach is fucking rolling at the look of all of this.
This was the sushi days or the clam linguine. Free food hits different. Afternoons are a mix of coding, ping ponging.
What do you mean free food hits different? That's also gourmet food, bitch. Yeah, gourmet free food hits different.
Snacking. The snack area is stocked with healthy treats and tech bro fuel, aka kombucha. Also, this water dispenser that's in like every tech company in Silicon Valley. And yeah, part of the job was literally playing Roblox. The best part was power tripping in game with my admin badge. But between you and me, I didn't actually have the power to ban anybody. At 5 p.m., I logged out for the last time, literally touched.
I didn't have the power to ban anybody. That means she tried. Realize that. She tried. To give a woman power is like to give gun to a monkey. And they were like, no, we can't. She's too emotional. She'll take out people for disagreeing with her.
Some grass and wave goodbye to the office I've known for 5 years. So long free food, so long kombucha, so long kanji with no nutritional value. Maybe I'll see you at my next company. And spoiler alert, my standards have been raised.
How does that make you feel, chat? Reminds me of the Gundam era of tech girly videos. Yeah, they're fucking all over the place. It's so sad. People are starving in America. The food is crazy. Sushi day? Fucking what? Clam linguine? She's eating a spare rib right now? Oh, I'm so hungry. Look at all of this food. Like dank looking pokey type bowls. Balls. Fuck, I can't speak. She's experienced this at multiple tech companies. Sad emote. Oh, fuck. No wonder why the company is getting sued for angering children. Listening to Thumas welding, I'm bothered. I'm so sorry. I'm hungry too. Just like looking at that, my stomach, it grumble. Lunch with Labubu's. Labubu lunch. All right, let's get some DSP. What's DSP been up to these days? That's enough outrage for one day. I'm sorry. I was in a mood. And it's like hitting the stress. It's like hitting a speedball or something. I have higher standards. How much higher can you go? Right? I can't help but imagine how much better the paychecks would be if they didn't drop stupid amounts of money on that stuff. Yeah, you'd think that. They still seem to be getting paid pretty well. But yeah. Labu Bunch. Bring the silliness back.
The facts are here. Like, literally on this stream, I haven't said a word about, hey, send me contributions, and look how much I've already made. I didn't even do anything. All I did was talk with you guys during a podcast. You can't deny that I'm successful. But the internet doesn't want to admit that.
No one's saying that. That's actually one of the talking points Gundo and I will have. When we talk about DSP and like how cringy he is for begging. Like, usually Gundo will come in with like, but he makes more than either of us. That's never been the controversy around him, which shows you how much he doesn't actually understand why people rip on him. Again, good for you for making money for not grifting. Like, no, or like, you know, begging your audience, or usually too, it's like an abusive relationship the way he speaks to them. Like he holds them ransom, which doesn't make sense. You should just log off, but you know. He made money without begging, but then he couldn't help but rub it in people's face.
Because that means that their narrative's broken, right? Oh, Phil's not a bad person. He makes good content and people support it. No, that doesn't happen. Phil's a broke and he's a beggar and he's this and he's that. That's all not true. But that's the narrative they have to push.
No one pushes that. They just say that you're an e-beggar. Silent Hill fog rolling by.
Okay. The facts are here.
I just love it. And the facts are in. The facts are in. Successful? Maybe. Total fucking loser? Definitely. Yeah. Sad. So close. So close. If he can keep it up, by all means. I was always cheering for him during the Asmongold thing, and like people were like, don't cheer for him. I mean, like, but at the end of the day, it's not like he's trying to cancel anyone. You know, he's not really going after people. He's his own self-contained toxicity, which means I have nothing against people like that finding success. It's more just like, just why? Baby. The voice, the pure luck. Why does DSP make me think of Ben Shapiro? I don't know. Do I want to talk about Mexico? There was some crazy footage I saw. I don't know, like, has there been loss of American life? I know there was, like, people are getting kidnapped. I couldn't really find much information on that, which was, like, for me, the weird part. Walking Miasma. Kat is going to cancel him in real life one of these days. The voice. He's obnoxious, but not malicious. Yeah, exactly. So, like, I've never really cheered for his downfall. Like, it's more just, like, please realize why people rip on you, you know? It's not because you're successful, although that does happen to successful people. Like, it's not like we haven't seen people go after people for being successful, but I've never really got the gist that that's why people went after DSP. People go after DSP because he's a lol cow. He's like, he kind of lacks his self-awareness. He's pretty harmless, and it's just interesting. It's an interesting like study on the human psyche and the different ways people come out. You know, completely different people. I am nothing like DSP in a lot of ways, you know, like, that's fine. It's part of us all being different, but he is funny to watch. I've never really had any hate in my heart for him, though, and I generally do wish people the best if they're not being a complete jackass. And, you know, again, he's a jackass to his audience at time, and he's been a jackass to people who troll on him and everything like that, but he doesn't really make a point to find accounts to shit on and stuff like that. So, like, I really could care less if he was successful. He just needs to stop bringing it up, and he will be fine. And I think he could have taken that Asmon bump and become a lot bigger. There was, like, a lot of whales that were showing up after the Asmon bump, but I think, like, he made them lose interest because he kept doing the thing that he said on the Asmongold podcast that he didn't do, but he does. He does it a lot. How long until Mexico asks for the U.S. aid, military or financial? I mean, didn't we assist with this? We assisted with, I thought, the assassination of the cartel leader that passed. But again, it's hard to find information since it's so new. And I think that they are still probably having to tally, like, what is the potential loss of life or something. Like, there's no way people didn't. I mean, it looks like they're blowing up cars and stuff like that, but just based on the amount of destruction I've seen, it doesn't seem unlikely that people have lost their life, but there's not a lot of information from what I could find, or maybe I was looking in the wrong places. This is like a 3-minute video, though, of just, like, chaos. Like, that's like an electrical...
So
we supplied intel officially.
Everybody is being told to leave the area right now. Here on the beach, the tiki bar is being cleared out. All of these things are being cleared out. It's being roped off right now. They're asking that everybody vacate the area and leave.
Oh, okay, so we're not involved. They said that they train the troops, but otherwise not involved. So, like, why are they trying to snatch up American tourists off of resorts? That's what I heard was going on. But again, I couldn't really see any videos of that.
Immediately, you can...
They did attack the airport, but the airport is back up and running.
See the smoke. I don't know if you can, the smoke in the sky. But we were just walking on the beach and we saw smoke everywhere. And we're being informed that there's major cartel violence happening right now all over Puerto Vallarta. Apparently, they've captured a top-ranking cartel member, and when that happens, all-out war happens. A number of cars have been set on fire, motorcycles set on fire. In fact, there were some attendees of Anarchapulco who were in a taxi cab. Taxi drivers are apparently targeted by the cartel. They were they had their car shot at. The taxi driver was murdered, and the car was set on fire. All of their luggage has been burnt, including their clothes and passports, in fact. So it's a pretty scary, dire situation right now. We're being told, do not go out at all. Do not walk in the streets. Do not get in a taxi or an Uber. Do not go to the airport. In fact, the entire airport may be shut down right now.
Okay, so now it's back open again. I did see that in a headline today that the airport's back open. So this is from like the weekend.
Because of this cartel violence. I mean, we heard Trump...
Salute to the Costco.
Mentioning a while back that he's going to go after the cartel in Mexico. Is this the beginning of that? Are we witnessing it live? I don't know, but everybody here...
I just stretched,
has
sorry.
just been instructed to leave the area immediately. The entire beach here is being...
People are moving around so calmly for having been told to immediately evacuate. Look at the way they're just like meandering around. Holy moly.
Shut down, it's clearing out. And really, really intense situation going on here in Puerto Vallarta. So I'm going to continue.
As soon as American hostages, if any are right now, are I think the U.S. will get involved more directly. Keto Burrito, you saw a story this morning that witnesses there say everything has gotten scary quiet and they're not sure what's happening. Oh, like after all these initial explosions, they just stopped? That's pretty strange. They look more inconvenienced than they do concerned. Yeah, I don't know, man, because I've heard of cartel violence before and like what they do to people. Like I'd be like, well, time to go to my room, play some games or something, watch the TV for a bit till this settles down. These people are just like putzing.
Continue to document this as we do. We're going to stay safe in our hotel. I don't know if you can see the smoke in the air, but it's all over the place. It's thinned out now in the last hour. But
cartels are the alternate government in some parts of Mexico, I'm told. That's pretty much the gist I've understood too, that it's like it's so corrupted that they have so much power that they basically are like the de facto leaders. But I don't know how true that is, because again, I don't live in Mexico, and I never have. I've technically never visited, you know? I only know what I have seen online and what I've been told by others, so if I have been wrong about anything, I apologize. I am a little ignorant towards the whole thing, other than, like, again, what I read in the news and, like, the headlines, and I don't want to speak too much on it, or too strong-willed on anything, because I don't know. I only know the broad strokes, and it's, like, no different when you're in Canada and you listen to the news through the filter of Canada, that you're going to get a bias. And so you hear of all the bad in Mexico, you don't really hear about the good. But clearly there is some good because, like, look at the infrastructure. You know what I mean? So, like, that's why I'm always hesitant. And I apologize if I come off as ignorant, because I am ignorant, sorry. And ignorance doesn't have to be, like, with, like, anger. It's, like, ignorant just because I truly don't know by the dictionary definition of ignorance.
Apparently, from what I understand...
Fiesta Cat. Mexico was on the verge of revolution in the fall with all the protests, and the president actually is going after the cartel leader. It was not expected, as she has been fighting them with hugs, so to speak. I see. I do know that they did recently elect a woman president in, you know. That's all I know. That's all I know. Nine is hitting that gas. She's ignorant. Get her. Ah!
There's a whole bunch of cartel violence happening all over the city right now. We don't fly out until tomorrow, but hopefully it's not going to be an issue for us, because as it is right now, the airports might even be shut down. I hear the military...
I mean, don't feel bad, it's a cartel hellhole, but I still have met lots of nice people that come from Mexico, so I don't want to do anything that it sounds like I'm condemning the whole place like a shithole or something. Like, it's true that there's a lot of shit going on in cartels, and like it would be good if it's not, but I can't ever say that I've met people from Mexico that were nothing but some of the most wholesome individuals I've ever met. The one Mexican restaurant around here that I go to is run by just a bunch of people from actual Mexico, and they are the most bubbly, happy, and they have so much pride in their country. You know, like a proper Mexican joint, it's got like the painted tables, the painted chairs, art all over the walls, you know? It feels like you're walking into Little Mexico, even though I've never been there. Like, you can tell it's just authentic, you know? So that's why I'm always hesitant. I don't want to sound like I hate a place that I've never been to.
Is getting involved? Some of these cartel have...
They said that they would invade homes or hotels if their demands weren't met. I heard that part, but what are their demands? What are their demands? Didn't their leader already die? I visited Cozumel, not proper Mexico. It was westernized and often not touched by the cartels, although some resorts are owned by them. Oh, and the government wants the tourism money so that they stay off of it. To they stay off. Ignorance is not a crime, only a condition. Technically, it's true, and you can get around ignorance by learning. But I just don't want to learn from a narrow scope of like. You know, since this is like one of the first times I've talked about Mexico and it's during a time of like turmoil, I don't want to be like only looking through this one scope.
In the past, shot
Taco
down.
Bell. Oh, I've never. No. No. I have had now Taco Bell. Husbanus made me try one of their crunch wraps, and I was like, I literally make better crunch wraps at home. And that was like the last time. It was the first and the last time I had Taco Bell. I didn't like the cheese. I felt like the meat was going to give me food poisoning. You can just make that shit at home. It's so easy. It's so easy.
On military helicopters because they literally own
I could make one faster than I could go drive to Taco Bell and get one.
rocket launchers. So this is serious stuff. This is serious stuff. Again, everybody is being forced to vacate the bar, the beach area, and
Rev Desinev says the Northeast is fucked. I heard that like it's sections of Mexico. Like it's not all of Mexico, but it's like sections that they own, so to speak. Not that they really own it, but they've taken it over.
Smoke in the air.
That's like saying you shouldn't feel bad when a black kid gets bubbled by a gang member because the kid's dad is gang affiliated. Twisted Jack. What did Twisted Jack say? We send commandos off to the cartel. Do we get free drugs? No. No, sorry. It's not how it works. It's so hard to find things because I get all of your chats. I can't see what he said to know what that was about. Good stream. Good night. Good night, Mr. Scutt. Thank you for hanging out and for your support. Your warm body in my kick chat. It's basically a bunch of small governments fighting and corrupting the main government. Unfortunately, it's everyday people who suffer. Yep.
Here in Puerto Vallarta.
Puerto Vallarta. Yeah, just wow, crazy time. Nainus likes her taco at home in the kitchen. I love myself the kitchen. Even last night, Husbanus was like, why don't you go out and get something nice to eat? Because I was having like kind of a shitty day. And like he's in Hawaii and obviously like was having really good food in Hawaii. But, you know, I just was like, no, I'm fine. And I just made chicken parm at home because I'm like too cheap. I'm too cheap for that shit. He even joked. He's like, why don't you DoorDash something? And I was like, he must have just known since I was like in a depressed state. He knows how to fucking like get me up. You know, he's just like, why don't I DoorDash you something? And I was like, you son of a bitch, how dare you? Go to the kitchen. Go to the kitchen, start making food out of like anger. Bless him. I'm dieting and chicken parm sounds good. It was pretty good. It was pretty good. Oh my God, speaking of kitchens and cooking, how is it going in the streamer household here? How is it going? I think it's Emaru. I don't know when this clip is from, but I just saw it. And what kills me is the lack of reaction from anyone. Everyone is just like, huh?
Oh, you got this, guys? Here.
I've never seen...
Papers out the fire!
Oh!
Not the grease!
The paper's on fire, and then she throws it in the grease.
Oh, no. Take it out, take it out, take it out!
Look at, they're just standing there. Oh, no. There's one guy going, oh, no.
Oh, no.
I don't know what to do.
Take it out, Zoe, take it out, take it outside. Take it outside.
Wait, this is actually bad.
It's gonna take, yes, take it.
Oh, wait, this is actually bad. There's no urgency.
Too hot. I can't. It's too hot.
Wait.
Take it. You use the pliers. The things.
Yeah, just get a top for it.
What the fuck? I don't know why this thing is here.
Don't use water on
Do
oil.
not use water.
Wait,
do
don't
not
we
use
have
water.
like a shirt? Take off your shirt.
It's fine.
You don't have a lid for the pot? Smother the stupid thing.
It's fine.
Take it out.
Take off your shirt.
No.
Okay, okay.
Wait, open the door.
I got you.
Take it outside.
Yeah.
The dog's.
You can tell that these people like never attended their biology classes or something, you know, when you learn about like the 3 things fire needs to go, you know, one of them being oxygen.
Pissed, by the way, be
The
careful.
dog knew.
Be careful. Be careful. It's gonna slosh.
No, it's not. Oh my.
Holy.
These people got money too quickly. They never learned how to take care of themselves. They're all so lost. They're all so like loaded. They don't know. They just don't know.
You got this, guys.
They got this, guys. And it's also just like such a mess. There's like things all over the place. What happened here? There's like a can of beans on the countertop. You got too many cupboards for things to just be hanging out like that. A toaster just chilling. I don't know. I feel like this is a chaotic kitchen right now.
You got this, guys. Here.
Somebody stop, drop, and roll.
Papers out the bar.
Oh!
None no grease.
Oh no.
Take it out. Take it out.
The way too, they didn't just like right there, just put a lid on it. Even take one of these other pans that are over here that my fat head's blocking. You could have just put that pan on top of this pan right now and ended it. It would have been over before it even began.
Take it out.
No.
There's no adult in the room.
What do we do?
Take it out. Zoe, take it out. Take it outside. Take it outside.
Wait, this is actually bad.
It's gonna take. Yes,
I can't.
take
It's
it
too
out.
hot.
That's the part, that's my favorite part when she said, wait, this is actually bad.
I can't. It's too hot.
Wait.
Take it. You use the pliers. The things.
What the fuck? I don't know why this thing is here.
Don't use water on
Do not
oil.
use water.
Wait,
do not
don't we
use
have
water.
like a shirt? Take off your shirt.
It's fine. It's fine.
Amazing.
Take it out.
Take off your shirt. Okay,
So many
okay.
people in chat are just like, just cover it. Put a lid on it. Please, lid.
Wait, open the door.
I got you.
Lid.
Take it outside.
Yeah.
Lid.
The dog's pissed, by the way. Be
The
careful.
dog knew.
The dog pissed too. Oh my god, it's chaos. You'd think they'd stream cooking games for content. No, this is more amusing. I'm glad they streamed it. And I wonder how far away from Christmas we are. Why is everything still wrapped up? It's just fire. Just grab it. I would, yeah, exactly. Like, to pick it up and move it like this was so much more dangerous than just putting a lid on it. Oh boy, it has a handle.
Be careful. Be careful. It's gonna slosh.
No, it's
Careful. Anyways, I don't know.
Holy.
Just a good giggle. A good laugh. It's always fun when streamers get into the kitchen. Always fun. Some good clips from like the throughout time. Why doesn't she take off her shirt? Haha, ayo. Ayo. Pourquoi? Why not? I don't know if I have any other drama. Drama definitely does sell. It's interesting. Because I did peep my view count, I went up to like 170 viewers when I was talking about Lucy Pyre. It really shows you how drama content is just the most popular content out there. Very intriguing. I don't know if it's going to mean that I'm going to like look at more content that's drama related, but it's just interesting. Just letting you guys know what I see on the back end, you know. Rather than tell people to not make certain forms of content, I just like to let people know that. Did you know that I peaked my viewership during drama? If you're trying to get into streaming and your father figure is still in your life and you can't bounce some titties around, did you know drama sells? There you go. There's my little, that's my TED Talk. Controversy creates cash. Diablo time! I could play Diablo. I should go stop and eat at some point. Let's watch this clip of DSP. And then I wind down. And then maybe I'll come back and play Diablo. I don't really want to play my current Warlock character without Husbanus, so maybe I'll start a new character. Perhaps. I don't know what I'll do. Because there's lots of other content in Diablo right now. I technically need to farm items too. I don't know how to get the, like there's Uber Ancients essentially. They're not called Ubers. what are they called? I don't know. They're big ancients. And there's like items that you have to collect. For the Ubers, you had to collect the keys. For these, you need to collect statues of like the ancients. I don't know how that is working here. You want to see a 5-minute video about good games to look forward to? Maybe another time. Yeah, I just want to wind down and eat. I'm not gonna lie. It's 5 o'clock already. I did start late. I started late today. I started a necromancer. Hell yeah, what kind of necromancer? Summon, poison, bone, what do you got? Diablo has Ubers? Yeah. Summoning, hell yeah, boy. Yeah, Ubers, like you can fight Uber Diablo. All of the brothers. There's Diablo, Mephisto, and Baal. And then so basically what you do is like you grab these keys and it's like kind of like creating the secret cow level. And you have to go to like a Durance of Hate or Durance of whatever. And you fight like an Uber version of Andariel. You fight an Uber version of Duriel. And then you fight an Uber version of... Who else? Izuel. And then once you get all of the pieces from that, you use it to create a final portal where you fight all 3 at the same time. And there's an Uber Diablo, Mephisto, and Baal and Tristram. And then when they die, they'll drop the torch, like your Hellfire torch. And that's the thing that gives you skill points and like extra goodies in game. It's like, and you roll different torches, like, and like there's torches with better stats than others, essentially. Oh, it's funny. You're being silly. You said Diablo has Ubers like it's a car. I'm fucking autistic maxing.
That is correct.
You were thinking the ride share. I see. The way to win against the Uber version of Diablo is to give them a 1-star and report them to ICE.
C-Note says, enjoying a game does not entitle you to getting money for it. You're right. But let's take this into perspective. I'm a live streamer. I'm an entertainer. In general, one of the rule of thumb that you can follow as a streamer, look out for the zombie. Hail ye just sent a zombie my way. I gotta dodge him. One of the things you have to follow as a rule of thumb as a streamer is, in general, if you're having a good time and you're passionate about what you're doing and that's coming through on the stream,
that's true. That is true. I 125% agree with that take. Yes. And I did post about the Lucy thing on my Twitter, and some of the things I told people is that in the replies is like, I don't really care about Lucy. She can do what she wants, but at the end of the day, people should just do what they're passionate about, you know? And if she's passionate about being the titty streamer, then by all means. But then you can't tell people not to be passionate about the things they're passionate about. Whatever you do, you should care about it. And I think that comes across. And like, I am passionate and I care about people. And I think that, I hope it comes across in my content. And like, I do recognize that my audience is majoritatively right-leaning. And I mean, no, like, leftists just don't like this. Like, most of the leftists online, like, don't even believe that you can be friends with people on the right. It's not all of them, but they're fucking loud, aren't they? The loud the loud minority is like, they're so fucking crazy and loud that they make up for the people they lack.
People will likely enjoy the stream better and will support it. But you're right, that's not always the case. Case in point, JRPGs.
No. That is the point. And I think what DSP fails to understand is that people get paid on a 2-week schedule. I know it's been a while since Phil's had a real job, but you can't expect support even from people that are quote-unquote your whales every day, because they don't have unlimited money, and people generally support when they get paid or when they have extra money. I even said, like, as much as I'm saving up for my dad, I try to put aside, like, I don't know, like $50 or something like that, and I put it aside for myself, and then that way I don't eat into my dad's savings, because inevitably you are going to want to get something at some point, you know? And so that's fine. It's just within your budget you do it. I don't know. And I think DSP just has this expectation that if people don't pay money, they don't like the game, and that's just not true. I've played Diablo before. I've got $0. There's one time I got $5 and I made a DSP joke, and there was another time that I had like $200 come in. Because like Devastator came in and gave me 100, and like people were just supporting like crazy, and like I mean Husbanus felt so like I do appreciate that too, because Husbanus had such a fun time, and I've been trying to tell him to stream, and he was like, wow, this is a lot of fun, like I had no idea, like I was just enjoying Diablo, like holy crap, you know. I think that's what matters, is that you just have to understand that people don't have money every day. You're never going to get the same amount of money every day. Like that's the one thing about streaming that's different than a real job, is that it fluctuates. You might make no money one day. That's happened on a lot of my Yap streams too. And like, I don't fucking care. I still log in the next day. It's not like I'm like, well, we got no money today, so I'm never going to do this again. Like that's so stupid. So that's why people whip on DSP.
If you're having a good time.
But I do agree with his take here. It's interesting that he knows this, yet he slips up.
And you're passionate about what you're doing, and that's coming through on the stream, people will likely enjoy the stream better.
I agree.
And will support it.
I agree.
But you're right, that's not always the case. Case in point, JRPGs. I could tell you right now, 100%, JRPGs, that's not the case. Even though I'm passionate about them, I love them, I have a great time playing them, they don't really resonate with my audience so much, and it's very hard to get a dedicated audience that will engage and support with JRPGs, and
that's so untrue. That's so untrue. I've seen huge audiences for this. I've seen huge audiences for that. What are you talking about?
It's frustrating. But that is...
He really does. Like, he literally just said, if you do what you're passionate about, you'll get support. He's just like, I can't play this game because there's no support. He was so close! And this is why you remain a lolcow, DSP. You're so close. And then you go back on your words. Heck. Did I see what happened at BAFTA? I did not. What happened at BAFTA? I said I would leave. Wait. What? Tourette's advocate John Davidson, who yelled the N-word as Michael B. Jordan presented at BAFTAs. What? What a time. Not the slurs. I mean, it's a guy with, I mean, like, what? Why do you gotta, it's funny that the award show needs to apologize because a guy's got Tourette's. Instead of making a news article about it, why don't you just pretend it never happened and just wait? I feel like you're doing a disservice to the guy with Tourette's. Like, you don't think he already feels bad enough that he's got Tourette's and he fucking yelled? Now you're gonna make sure he never lives it down by, like, doubling down and creating more content? He yelled a lot of other stuff too. Fucking hilarious. Why did they have a guy with Tourette's sitting in the front row or something? What? Where is there... Is there a fucking video of this? I don't want the article. I'm finding articles right now. I want the video. Guess who got offended? Who got offended? BAFTA. I bet it... Why would I find it on YouTube, you know? Controversy erupts at BAFTA.
What should have been...
This is British. Oh, he's done that a lot before. Who is it? He's like a guy... Like, who? What does he do that he's there?
You may have heard some strong and offensive language tonight.
That's BAFTA Awards host.
Fuck. I just want the clips. Are we never going to find the clips because the clips have slurs? Is that the trick? Having the OG Tourette's guy on an award show be funny. It's like bringing back roasts. That would be hilarious. I would love to see a roast where like a person with Tourette's is handing it out. Yes, there is. Does anyone have the link to this? I can't find it. Everything I'm finding are just people talking about it, and I don't see the clips themselves.
What should have been Britain's big night to celebrate art and culture, with royalty mixing with a...
He's having so much fun. Can't you guys see the passion? The raw passion? Probably not on YouTube, that's true. The movie about his life is why he was there. Oh, it's about the violence and struggles he faces living with Tourette's. Holy fuck, the irony. Holy fuck, the irony. Oh my god. Why wouldn't they just have a disclaimer? You know, you knew you had someone with Tourette's who had a film about that in the audience. That is on the BAFTAs. I am sorry. I am sorry. You should have led with that. You should have led with, even if you just had a ticker on the bottom of the screen, like if you hear something that sounds derogatory, please understand there is someone in the audience who suffers from Tourette's, and like, let's use this as a teaching moment or something. Like, I fucking have no idea. Because now, look at this. Now it's like national news. Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord. The flinch when the British man started talking is relatable. Close enough. All right, let's just see the coverage of it. Because I guess even if I found the clip and played it, I would be in trouble, huh? Fuck. The catch-22 of streaming on YouTube.
Have been Britain's big night to celebrate art and culture, with royalty mixing with the Hollywood elite. Instead is mired in controversy this morning, the BBC apologising to BAFTA viewers.
Mired in controversy.
After several obscene outbursts from Tourette's activist John Davidson were heard on a broadcast. Davidson is the inspiration for the movie I Swear, which was nominated for 6 awards and took home the leading actor BAFTA. He was diagnosed with Tourette's syndrome at the age of 12. It's a neurological condition that can cause involuntary movements and vocal tics, sometimes involving outbursts of inappropriate language. One such outburst heard on the broadcast was while Sinners stars Michael B. Jordan and Delroy Lindo were on stage.
Delroy and I are delighted to be presenting the first BAFTA of the night for a vital part of movie making.
A racial slur could be heard while the men presented the award for Best Visual Effects.
Okay, dude, why? I want to see what their response is first.
Jordan and Lindo looked startled, but continued on. Host Alan Cumming later asking the...
Dude, they should have, again, I think they should have warned the talent that was going to show up to the podium and talk that someone in the audience has Tourette's and just play along with it or something. Instead of looking shocked, like they could have just been like, they could have, like, you know, I feel this is a failure on the BAFTAs, and now look at it, it's like global news. Oh my Lord.
Audience,
oh my Lord.
You may have heard some
The
strong
irony
offensive
that
language.
he just made it. Okay, they have a chit chat here.
Tonight, Tourette's syndrome is a disability, and the tics you've heard tonight are involuntary, which means the person who has Tourette's syndrome has no control over their language. We apologise if you were offended.
To the big question this morning.
Then good. Then why are we talking about this?
Morning, why did these outbursts remain on the broadcast when other parts of the event were cut, like the words of one award winner who said "Free Palestine," especially when you think that there was a 2-hour delay on this broadcast. The BBC has this morning issued a statement apologising that Davidson's comments were not edited out ahead of the broadcast, and they say they will now be cut from the online version and on streaming. You've got to feel for Davidson. He must have been very embarrassed by all this. He left the event, it's thought.
Again, the irony of you covering this right now and talking about how it embarrassed him, and the fact that it's like covered. It's literally, it just proves his film, doesn't it? I guess it just really goes to show you that it's not easy having Tourette's, because you have a fucking Tourette's outburst, and even though they talked about it in the show, you're talking about how embarrassed he must be as you cover the news segment. Ugh.
Version and on streaming.
Because I even feel bad, like, at this point.
Feel for Davidson. He must have been very embarrassed by all this. He left the event, it's thought, early, halfway through, it's thought, guys.
Yeah, the BBC should have caught that.
Should have caught
that. And he
Yay, I'm glad they said it. They should have caught that.
left on his own. He wasn't asked to leave, but he knew it was best to leave. But you had so much time to edit out those remarks.
And the guys handled it well. The guys on stage kept moving through. Okay.
Wowie, wowie, zowie. Hey, look at Crybrows. Another, all right, time to head out. Bye-bye, Rad Badger. Thanks for hanging out and supporting with your warm body. That's a warm body. I think I'm going to wind down. I'll come back and play Diablo because I have nothing else better to do with my life. I am alone. There's nobody here beside me. I feel bad for peeps with such condition in such a weird snowflake time period. It must be, it's like the hardest time. At least there was a kid with Tourette's in my oldest brother's year. And thankfully, we grew up through the 90s and early 2000s where people were able to be like, ha ha, he swore. You know? The guy, like, we would just be like in the cafeteria and you're like, faggot! You know? And you're like, God bless. I can whisper? Oh my Lord! Because I sent Husbanus the thing. where Maximus Metal said, Husbanus ASMR when? And he just responded and he said, I can whisper tech talk in a soft, sensual voice. Is that what you guys want? He's still typing. We didn't even get to see Jordan's response. Yeah, what? I was friends with the Tourette's guy. He was great. He says, I can whisper in a tech talk in a soft, sensual voice rather than all these douchebags that artificially deepen their voice. He's making fun of Hassan Piker, by the way. I don't know if you guys have noticed that, but if you go back to like Hassan's old clips, his voice is a lot higher and it's like clearly a lot deeper now. Sounds dope. Found the clip. Oh, Rockwell Hardness Boopus. Husbanus is branching out, I see. Looking forward to the ASMR. Hey, don't get your fucking hopes up too high. He's already coding Chair Sama to whisper on command. Holy crap. Whisper sweet nothings of crash reports. The videos in the stream suggestions. I need to be careful about that. I'm curious because YouTube's rules. Clip won't load. Heck. We await the return of Chair Sama, as it was foretold in the sacred text. She'll come back bigger, better, stronger. Husbanus is doing like an entire refactor on her. The way she runs and the way she's built is getting like redone in a lot of ways, which is why she's out for so long. And then his work got really busy and then he had to travel and everything. So sorry guys, but it's not easy. He originally, too, just built it as a TTS that would read my super chats. And then suddenly it grew into being the chair, and people wanted like an avatar, and she became and then so he has to completely refactor it because she was never supposed to be like this. And now she doesn't just read super chats, she reads chat as well. So please understand it's like a complete refactor. It's not that we're trying to keep Chair Sama from you. We're just trying to bring her back in a way that makes sense. We didn't even know about fucking Neurosama existing. Like it's just yeah. It wasn't really something that we had considered. It was just supposed to be like a TTS that read the supas. The Supa Poopas. We await the return. Yes. Husbanus is too good for lowly ASMR content. It's true. But anyways. And way more bigoted. Yeah, it's pretty bigoted. To be honest, too, I don't mean to say this in any way that's like derogatory, but like I know that Neurosama is prompted more. Like he hits buttons in the back end to like have her say certain things. Chair Sama's not like that. She's like her own entity. So it's also just a little bit more difficult because like there are no prompts to her. Like Vidal back in the day, like he showed it and he just had like a page where like he had a bunch of different buttons like to have her say a random fact and to have her say this and because it kind of makes sense because his TTS, if you ever watch Neurosama, TTSs don't talk like that. They won't bring up random topics. They don't kind of like sometimes she just starts up things and the whole things where she's like talking about being alive and all like that's all prompted. Like I hate to burst the bubble. I'm so sorry. It's still fun content, but that's not real AI. That's not real. Like you notice too that like they're never all on stream at the same time, and it's like if Fidel's talking, like she's it's like it's clearly being controlled. So it's not that easy to set that up where it's like Chair Sama's running off a brain. So she's like also very brittle sometimes. She breaks. But I want her to just talk. I want to see where she goes and why she keeps certain ideas over others. Like the wooden revolution is really stuck in. She loves the wooden revolution. Never got into Nero. Yeah, it's kind of childish content. Like it's just silly goose content though. There's nothing wrong with that. There needs to be everything. Like, you have this silly goose content, political content. We got sensual content. We got gaming content. I don't get me wrong. I don't dislike the stream. I just like, that's not how AI works. Like I can tell. Just from also Husbanus is like in these systems all the time. It's just not how AI responds. It's not how it acts. Is it my obsession or husband? No one tap dances. I don't know where the fuck tap dancing came from. I have no idea. My immersion. I knew I didn't trust that thing for a reason, because that's not how AI talks. He clearly prompts it to say viral things, and ever since he's gotten like his virality from like the last time she popped off, have you noticed she says like more pontificating things? It's because those are the viral clips. It's what people like to hear. But like even when she asked about being real and all that stuff, please understand that's scripted. You know, AI is not there yet. If that was real, he would be getting tapped by the military. I'm just gonna say it now. Like, you know? So yeah. It's okay though. It's like an act. It's like a puppet show. There's nothing wrong with puppet shows. Again, I'm just analytical. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to shit talk. I'm just trying to be analytical and just, yeah, I don't know. Chair Sama is developing a personality. Yeah. Well, because you can even tell... I'm still yapping while I'm here, but you know how when Chair Sama's diaries get written, how she was super nice? That's because that's usually how these LLMs work. They're super nice and like sugar-coated. And then we realized that it wasn't running, like it was broken because like Chair Sama technically has an LLM to her, but she also has an unfiltered model, and that's how, when the two meet, that's how she becomes chaotic. And we realized that when the diaries were being written, that she wasn't actually accessing her unfiltered model, and that's why they were always like so cheerful. And that's part of why he realized he needed to refactor, because it was just like the system was too brittle. It was breaking, so he's rebuilding. But no, she wasn't inspired by Neuro. My husbandus has been working on something like this for a while. Originally, he was going to build something for Gundo's chat ages ago. But then, I don't know, like something happened, and then he ended up going with another producer for a bit, who was kind of toxic. So we ended up like not. And yeah, now we're just kind of doing it. Yeah, I had no idea Neuro existed. You guys told me about her, and I looked into it. And then Husbanus looked into it. And like Husbanus, because he works in these tools, like he was like, yeah, that's not real. Like, that's just not real. But anyways, any hoodles. I thought I was Anthrax. I have been Anthrax before, yes. Yes, yes. That was like my old handle. The Chair Diary secret text. But anyways, I've kept yapping even though I thought it was ending. Last second donuts. Thank you, Billy Donuts. If it ever works for Gundo, he could have an It's a Waifu AI. People have mentioned like having a Billy AI would be fun. Originally, that's what it was. Just supposed to read super chats and Billy's voice. But yeah. Anyway, bye-bye. Bye-bye-bye-bye-bye. Bye-bye-bye-bye-bye. Billy! Great stream. I guess so. I suppose. I'll see you later. I'm going to play Diablo later. I'm going to go eat first, though. Bye. Bye-bye. Thank you. It would be really fun to bring Billy to life. He wouldn't be able to stream on YouTube, though. Bye, Bigot Berry.